We on?
Are we live?
We're live.
Okay.
All right.
Finally. Holy shit.
Episode 4 of the Treece&Tanner podcast. I'm Treece.
I'm Tanner.
I'm Ty.
If you can hear Ty, he's in the background, the producer.
God bless. This guy's got his own screen this week, so
So hopefully he uses it correctly and doesn't overuse it.
for real, dude. We got a lot of stuff going on today. Mostly just college football, straight up. NFL, college football, and a couple other little topics.
Yep.
First off, I want to give a shout out to Brendan Jarvis. He's in the hospital right now, going through some shit. He was on here too.
This right now?
I don't know. He should be. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot to tell him.
Well, he should be a frequent viewer by now, but
I know he should be. I mean, he's a guest, but shout out to Brendan. He's going through some shit right now, so keep him in mind. Also, shout out to my barista today at Starbucks. Actually, it was the guy in front of me at Starbucks.
he paid for your. Did you pay for the next person?
Maybe.
Answer the question right now. We're on stream. You gotta do it to make it more interesting.
Hey, listen, dude.
So did you do it or not? Because I'll give you a story right now. When I was at Chick-fil-A one time.
Don't tell me you didn't pay for the person behind you.
I didn't fucking pay for the person. Because I didn't know what the fuck that was. Like when I drove up to the window, they're like,
it scares you at first,
the
right?
person paid for you. I'm like, this is the first time it ever happened to me. I'm like, fuck yeah, all right. Like,
I ain't then, son.
I was like, all right, took it, and then I fucking dipped. But then I told my
And they're just the drive-through person just staring at you, like waiting for you to say something.
Yeah. And so I paid for my. I tell my like mom or dad about it, and they're like, yeah, you're supposed to pay for the next person. I'm like, well, shit, I'll know for next time.
For real.
But yeah, so did you pay for the next person in line, or?
Yeah.
You swear.
It felt obligated. It's a thing that I do. I don't think I've ever not.
Because like this is my thing about it. Like, okay,
Now
you go to the line, okay? I mean, Starbucks is kind of different because you're like, I don't really know how that one worked because they already in a drive-through you already have their order like in the system. But like, now say you go to the fucking line and they pay for your one drink and it's $5. Now say you're about to pay for the next one and they order a $25 to $30 order right there. Now that's a situation like that. I don't really want to pay for that.
I'm definitely always scared of like going to work in the morning, getting there at Starbucks. Somebody pays for in front of somebody pays for mine.
Oh, you go through the drive-through. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you went in. I was like, this doesn't make sense.
No,
but it makes sense.
hell
now.
no. That'd be awkward as fuck if I went in because I'm looking
Yeah.
behind me like, sorry asshole, I'm not paying for you. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like in the drive-through. Okay, what if the person behind me is getting coffee for the office?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying
Yeah,
right now. That's like
yeah.
a serious issue because like
I've been lucky so
your
far.
tab's like $30 and that guy just helped you pay $5 off. So you're not really getting a deal on that, to be honest.
know.
So how much? So your drink was probably like what, $5?
Yeah, same
So
thing.
how
yeah.
much was the person behind you? $5 or
No, 3 something.
Oh, that's not bad.
Because I remember the past couple times that it's happened, I've been really lucky because I've been like, oh shit, I got a $6 drink. I fucking hate it.
Do you go to Starbucks every morning?
Not every morning.
Okay.
Just on like Fridays, like if I'm feeling good, I'm like, okay, let's roll.
Dude,
I want some coffee.
Dude, you know how much money you could save making it at your house though?
I
Making some
tried
coffee at your house?
I tried it. I run out so fast.
Like what? Do you make a frappuccino or you just get coffee?
Coffee. I get like I always have to get cold brew or like iced coffee. So it gets a little.
See, I don't think Starbucks coffee is that good except for like.
Neither do I.
I think their frappuccinos are good. Like I get a vanilla bean frappuccino,
Yeah.
but like that's the only thing I will drink there. Like anything else, it's just like I don't mess with it.
Dude, the one I fucking hate it. Okay, I don't have a Dunkin' Donuts between my house and work.
Dude, yeah, you do. It's close, man.
No, I don't.
Okay, where do you go? Where do you go for Starbucks here?
Right there. Target.
Inside Target.
Yeah. No. Not inside Target. Right there on the corner. Shit. Right across from the mall. You know where they're building the Big Kahuna Wings?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about now.
Yeah. But I mean, you could.
'Cause-
There's one on Cedar Bluff. You could literally go to the.
I know,
Dunkin'
but I
Donuts
have to
and drive
go.
down.
Yeah, but I have to cross the interstate and go up Cedar Bluff to get to that Dunkin' Donuts.
I mean, you would have to leave earlier, but yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's just a pain in the ass.
went to Dunkin' Donuts today and yesterday, dude. Their egg McMuffin with ham.
At
That shit
Dunkin'?
is fire. Yeah, at Dunkin'.
Do you? Coffee?
I like Starbucks.
You like Star?
I'll go anywhere, really. Dude, I don't give a shit. If it's coffee, if it has chocolate in it and coffee, I'll drink it.
But are you a regular coffee drinker? Like, because I'm assuming me and him go like at least
I'd say
multiple
twice a
times,
week.
twice a week. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought.
2 to 3.
I thought he's just bullshitting his way out of this.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay,
I had coffee today.
we've got to get this guy a mic too, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I can barely hear him right now.
He's probably not. He's probably people are gonna. If people actually watch this later, they're gonna
Yeah.
be registering like, what the fuck's that in the background? Is that a beached whale? We
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay. That's all for my shout outs. What have we got? I don't know which one I want to get to first. No, that one's. I want to leave the two like. 2-1. Oh, also, if my dad's watching, shout out to him because Ty's got a new chair.
Oh, yeah, the new chair.
New chair.
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to Ashton too because
Hey,
I told her I would shout her out one
hey.
time. I don't know if she's watching right now, but
Shout out Ashton.
Yeah.
Ashton.
she told me to shout her out. Shout out Caroline.
The new chair.
Hey, shout out to Levi. He's gonna be a guest one of these weeks.
All right, I think we gotta
Yeah,
chill
we
with
gotta
the
chill with the
shout
shout-outs.
Like, fucking
It'll be
should
here.
be like an honorary thing now. Like giving too many.
Yeah.
Show him the new chair.
Shout out to that dude that let me go in front of him at the stop sign, some shit like that.
Yeah.
What do you
Um,
think of that?
Yeah, for real. Okay. So you want to? I want to start out with fantasy stuff.
All right, so you want to do the what you sent me about the fancy list of who you'd pick?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you want to start, or so how are we doing this? Are we listing off what we're doing in each position, or
Okay.
what here?
So I want to do our top 2 QBs, top 2 running backs, top 2 wide receivers, our number 1 tight end, number 1 defense, and then a flex. Okay. And then we can add at the end a sleeper. And it just so happens that I have a sleeper for one of my top 2 picks.
All right.
So-
I mean, I think honestly, I may think we may have the same sleeper. I don't know. I have a feeling we may have it. But
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we name? Okay. So I'll run through
You
mine
want to do
first.
QBs first, or do you want to start with like
Yeah,
defense,
we'll go
tight
QB
end?
and then you go QB and then I'll go running back. You go running back like so.
No, I don't have anything for that. No.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll start. We'll just go QB. You go QB and like so like that instead of just going down the list.
Okay.
So for QB, I have Aaron Rodgers
Okay.
and Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
So
Not bad for that's. I know who your sleeper was already.
who?
Deshaun Watson.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, good.
But no, I think Deshaun Watson.
mind.
Is that your sleeper?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers always puts up a decent amount of points, at least 18 to 20 per game.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Deshaun Watson. I feel like I don't think he's a real sleeper after like what he did, but I mean, he could have issues with the injury again.
Do you
but
remember how many games did he play in? 3?
like 4 or 5?
4 or 5?
But
Okay.
he like fucking put up like
Numbers.
numbers. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking numbers, at least 20, 25 point games. All right.
Shit, I need a coaster. My 2 QBs are Carson Wentz and the old Jimmy Garoppolo.
I thought about
And-
putting Garoppolo down, but
I was talking about Garoppolo today in Corbin's downtown.
And Garoppolo is actually my this is my fucking Garoppolo is actually my
sleeper.
sleeper too.
I have a different QB for my sleeper.
Oh, okay. Running backs. I got if these are also like if I have like my choice of what I want.
Yeah.
Todd Gurley and Alvin Kamara.
Okay. For running backs, I have Le'Veon Bell and Todd Gurley.
Yeah, I knew Le'Veon Bell is.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell. I've had Le'Veon Bell every season that I've played, which is 2, and I've won each time.
I've just decided I don't even need Le'Veon Bell anymore, dude.
Dude, Le'Veon
My
Bell.
waistband's
I
killing me.
swear, if anyone picks Le'Veon Bell, like this is
so
basically
pissed.
my staple on my team at this point. Like it should be a known thing. I get Le'Veon.
It's like, listen, guys, I get Le'Veon Bell. Caroline gets Stephon Diggs.
No, Aaron
That's such a
Rodgers.
shit trade off.
I know.
Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, if anything, she should get Todd Gurley because she picked him when no one else was picking him last season.
Yeah. Wide receivers. Who you
Wide
got?
receiver, I put Antonio Brown, the boy. I mean, he goes pretty soon, and then DeAndre Hopkins, because he was pairing up with Watson at the end. I mean, he was putting at least 20 points on. Are you looking at my shirts from the
Yeah.
movie Heat?
The Heat.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a quote on.
All right,
the
all
back
right.
there.
You got Antonio Brown and who else?
DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. Okay. I've got Antonio Brown and OBJ.
I don't really. OBJ was kind of shit in the bed last
I know.
time.
I know. And I thought about that while I was putting it down there. But I think I've had DeAndre Hopkins before, and he kind of shit the bed for me.
Yeah, I only
would
put him down because at the end of the last season, like with Deshaun Watson, he was really like starting to put numbers up, and even with the backup that they put in after he got injured, he was really doing numbers.
Now, I thought about doing Mike Evans, but last year I think I got him and he wasn't doing
No,
so
your dad
hot.
had Mike Evans.
Yeah, how do you do? I can't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
3 spikes where you got 27.
You're eating chips, Ty.
They're delicious.
This dude Todd, man,
fucking
with the
guy.
etiquette.
Tight end,
Kelsey.
Gronk. Okay.
Yeah, I think Gronk's overrated as fuck.
He scores the most out of any tight end. Defense, I've got Jags.
Jags.
My flex, Le'Veon Bell.
Flex, Barkley or Kamara.
Okay. And like I said, my sleeper is going to be old Jimmy G.
All right, my sleeper is Baker Mayfield.
Fucking this guy. I had a
Baker
feeling.
fucking Mayfield out here.
I thought about it, but I don't know, dude.
If Baker Mayfield starts. Huh?
You thought, what?
You thought Baker Mayfield's going to be a starter we picked? Yeah. I mean, I thought about it, honestly. I feel like Baker Mayfield with Josh Gordon, Jarvis Landry, he might get Des Bryant, too. I mean, and if he starts over Tyrod Taylor, he's going for at least 200-plus a game. I'm going to throw it out there right now.
He's also got,
He's got a good running back, I think, in Duke Johnson. Like, he's not the best, but he can get some yards.
He's fast, for damn sure. Who do we have? Because I was watching the game last night. He has Antonio Callaway, is that his name? And Josh. Is Josh Gordon playing?
Yeah, I think he's still playing. Yeah, he doesn't have any issues, but yeah.
Yeah, he could do well.
I can see him doing well.
The thing is I'm not gonna,
I mean, I'm not gonna draft him. I don't think anyone drafts him. That's what I'm saying. So
exactly. He's gonna be a free agent.
He's gonna be a free agent. I'm gonna be honest. I'm picking him up. I'm gonna pick him up.
If you need to.
And if he doesn't play, well, I mean, most of the time you have a good enough spot.
Then you just have somebody there for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another sleeper could be Andrew Luck. He's coming off that season-long injury.
Dude, I don't trust him, dude. I don't trust him.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think anyone picks him again, but I'm just saying a sleeper in the midst.
Right. I don't know. How do you do? Is it tonight that he plays, or is it last night?
I don't know if they're even going to play him in preseason.
Preseason.
I don't even know if they'll play him in preseason, honestly.
I don't know. Okay. Is that it for fantasy, or do we want to go? Because I wrote down so much shit. I thought you were going to call my bullshit on Jimmy G.
I didn't. No, I'm not going to call you. I mean, the guy won 5 straight games.
That's what I'm saying.
Do I know if he'll put up numbers? I don't know if he'll be putting up numbers. Do I think he gets wins? I think they get wins. I think they go at least. I say they go either 9. I think it's 9-7. Either 9-7, 8 or 8, or 10-6. Those are the 3 I project them probably go. I think they make the playoffs.
I think they do too. Here's the thing. I put down some stats on this bitch. Okay. All right.
Talk about stats here. Let's hear them.
Okay. Now, let me think. Okay, the 49ers were 7-3 without him. I'm pretty sure they were 5-1 with him. Now, that one
7-3 or 3-7. The 49ers were shit, man, until he came and won in 5 games.
Yeah, that sounds like they shouldn't have been in the playoffs. I don't know. Fuck it. These aren't right. But
research.
He's 5-1 in the games played last year, and the thing is, the first game he played, he didn't even start, so he's 5 straight after that. But I went down this old rabbit hole, and 16 and 17, I think he was either total of 7-0 as a starter in regular season, or he was 10-0 regular season as a starter. But hey, if the guy knows how to win,
I just don't see. I mean, like
the numbers.
Like,
come
what
along.
weapons do they even have? Like,
I have
they have
no
Michael
fucking
Crabtree,
clue.
I think now. Maybe have Michael Crabtree. I can't remember, but I don't know. I don't know if he puts up numbers. I think he gets wins though.
Yeah, but
numbers wise, I don't think he puts up big enough numbers.
No. When did Carson Wentz go out last season?
Probably at the very
last
end.
game.
I think
second to last.
Honestly, it's going to be a real debate.
Playoffs.
Is if Nick Foles starts over him?
No, he doesn't.
I think he should. He won him.
He won a Super Bowl, but guess who got him there?
Nick Foles.
Throughout the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean that's when big game comes out. I mean, if you're a big game player, you're gonna show up, and he showed up every game.
Yeah.
I mean, he won a shootout versus Tom Brady, 45-36 or some shit like that.
Hey, he also knows how to catch a ball.
I mean, yeah.
That's what I've been saying. Tom Brady. Okay, can I be honest with you?
You're gonna say Tom Brady's overrated?
No. Well,
Didn't Tom Brady catch a football in the playoffs too, or almost did?
I don't know. He tried the same play they did, but except he couldn't catch the fucking ball. Here's my take. Okay. I firmly believe And I am March or April, May, June, July, August. Okay, it's August. I'm 4 weeks removed from pulling both my hammies. Okay.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that I can beat both Tom Brady and Peyton Manning in a foot race.
I mean, both slow as fuck, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, they're not fucking athletic. It just pisses me off. Anyways.
I mean, yeah, they're getting paid for their arm. I mean, what do you expect?
But it's just
they're not dual threats. I mean, they're the classic QB. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo's not going to beat anybody with his arm or his legs. He's classic QB.
I don't know.
Just gotta stay safe.
Yeah, well, if you can, I guess, look and stay safe. I just think Brady's not the athlete that, he's put out there to be the greatest of all time. I'm just saying.
But you say Peyton Manning's the greatest all time. Is that not?
I don't know. I think he has a
so are you saying,
better mind.
Are you saying Peyton Manning's better than Tom Brady right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go just to the sheer fact for playoffs, and that's big game. That's when.
What's their record? Because I think maybe Brady has
5-2. I think he's
two
lost
for
2.
Manning.
2. Well, he's won 5. Yeah, Peyton's won 2, and arguably people say on the second one, he was carried in the final by like Von Miller in the defense.
I'd agree with that.
But I mean, just the sheer fact that
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. It's hard not to agree with it. I think he won MVP, or no, Von Miller did.
Yeah, Von Miller.
But
yeah.
I don't know. I just think just for the sheer fact that Peyton was good in the regular season. Don't get me wrong. Best if we just split it up.
He has the best. Okay, Peyton holds more records.
Okay, but I just don't think he. But when it came time to shine, he fucking would go into his little shell and not perform. I mean, they played Tom Brady multiple times in those AFC title games, and Tom Brady fucking came out more times than not.
Dude, I think it's the scheme and the people around him.
I mean, you can't win without the scheme.
I'm just saying, he hasn't sold me.
But Peyton Manning,
is it Belichick or is it Brady?
Peyton Manning, I mean, you will never know because he's not going to leave the team. But
that's another reason why I'm like, okay, Jimmy G has some fucking balls because he's like, dude, I should have been starting. And he went to the 49ers, and he's doing pretty solid.
But I mean, okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, Tom Brady is what, 40 now?
41.
Now, I think the Patriots are stupid for not keeping Garoppolo because
so do I. I think they're fucking stupid as hell.
But I mean, for what they gave away, it's like a second-round draft pick and a pair of Cheetos.
Was it? Yeah, for real. Wasn't it like okay? Because Brady was like, I'm gonna be starting forever. So like they're like shipped off Jimmy G because he was fucking scared that he's gonna take his spot one of these days.
I don't know. I don't know. I just think that.
Hot take. I think fucking Jimmy G would have won more championships with Belichick than Tom Brady.
Fuck, I don't think so.
I think so.
I think you're underrating Tom Brady. Tom Brady is clutch. He's had multiple comebacks. He's clutch. And you underrate who Peyton Manning had around him too.
Good.
Marvin Harrison.
He's good.
Reggie Wayne. They had a good running back and Edgerrin
Weren't they
James.
both at the Edgerrin?
I can't say anything. Whatever.
Yeah, they had Edgerrin James too. They had a good all around team. They had I forget their tight end, but their tight end was good too.
They won a Super Bowl with that.
I mean, yeah, they won a Super Bowl, but you're saying they had Tony Dungy too, who's considered a legend. I mean, come on.
How many Super Bowls he win?
I don't remember, but
I'm
just being real. I mean, Belichick's probably one of the greatest coaches of all time, but I'm just saying, without a good coach and without
a decent quarterback,
you're not going far.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm not saying Tom Brady's not good. I'm just like,
you just don't
look
like
at what's
him.
around. No, I don't like him.
I think you don't like him because people put him above Peyton Manning, and
no, it's not even that. It's not even that. I don't even put Peyton Manning up there as like high as I used to.
So who's the GOAT for you then in NFL?
I don't know. I mean, like, it's like Tom Brady's like, okay, right?
So you're saying Tom Brady?
No, but it's like, all right, I'm only looking at fucking championships. I want to look at some stats, which I don't have on me. But when I watch him play, I'm just saying, when I'm watching him play, I'm not like, oh, this is amazing, you know?
I say you do it by position on who's the best, at least in football. Because that'll be tough to do based on. But, I mean, quarterback, I'm putting Tom Brady, GOAT. Wide receiver, I'm going to be real with you. Running back right now is hot fucking take right now. Real hot take. Le'Veon Bell. Hot fucking take.
As the GOAT?
As the GOAT. That's a hot take. I mean, I don't care what any of these old school guys say if they watch this.
Emmitt Smith?
I wasn't alive to see it. I didn't watch him. That's what I'm saying. I didn't watch him, but that's what.
Shut the fuck. Look at the. Do you hear this
Ezekiel
guy?
Elliott, the boy.
He's been in the league for what, 2 seasons?
Yeah.
The fuck?
He's better than Le'Veon.
Get the hell.
He's not better than
Le'Veon.
Le'Veon.
This guy
Le'Veon
needs to
can.
get the hell
If
out of there.
Le'Veon gets too old enough, and he's not getting paid as much, I could see him switching to wide receiver and slot.
How tall is he?
I don't know, but does he not catch a lot of passes during the regular season?
I don't have the stats on that. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth like I have already. Oh, shit. All right. Now on to college football here. Now, I went down a pretty big...
Yeah, you have some notes on that piece of paper.
Yeah, I know. Okay, do you want to do the Heisman, Final Five, and then an underdog? Or do you want to do
My underdog's
college
going to be in
football
the
Final
Final
Four?
Five. Yeah, what
Okay.
the hell was you texted me college football 8 and I wrote down 8 teams.
Yeah, Final 8 teams.
Yeah, what? There's not 8 teams.
Yeah, I
this year.
know.
Okay, final.
'Cause
8.
I'm thinking-
1 through 8 ranking what you think 1 through 8 will be is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, it's like, I feel like any of my 8 through 5 could at some point get to the
Okay, to the
Final
promised
Four.
land.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let's go Heisman. I want to say my first person that I think wins it.
Okay. Who's that?
I think it's Treece McSorley from Penn State, the QB.
PCs?
Yeah.
Did he start? Who started last year?
He started last year. He had 3,570 yards, 28 TDs, and 10 INTs behind Barkley.
Oh, shit.
This
Oh,
man's a
shit.
stud, bro. I'm talking, and he's not gonna have
How-
Barkley anymore.
I was going to say, who do you how many touchdowns did he have with Barkley?
I can't remember, but the year before that, he had better numbers. It was like almost the exact same TDs and only 6 or 8 INTs.
My number 1 and number 2. Wait, was that your number 1?
That was my number 1 that I think
Fuck.
wins the Heisman.
Fuck. I want to start from bottom.
Oh shit! Well, just start from
Because my number 1 and number 2 could definitely use out. I want to say my just outside is Kyler Murray, QB for Oklahoma.
No,
He transferred
I don't
from
see
Texas
it. I
A&M.
don't see it. I'll tell you.
I used to think he was gonna be the shit because did he go there right after the Manziel era, and I was thinking, oh my god, this guy's gonna be so fucking good because I watched some his high school tape.
Yeah.
That didn't work out, so he's at Oklahoma now, starting. Baker Mayfield just left. I'm thinking he could break through.
I think he flops.
Some.
I think he flops. I saw him on
That's
the
a
list.
strong possibility too.
Yeah, I saw him on a list, but I think he flops.
And my number 5, Jonathan Taylor, Wisconsin.
Wait, you went number 1 and now you're 5?
No. That was my underdog, Kyler Murray.
Oh, okay. I don't really have an underdog because I didn't know that, but
That's fine.
I'll say one of my 5 picks. I'll just say it's on my underdog. Okay, I'll go back to number 5 now. 5 is A.J. Brown is my underdog, wide receiver from Ole Miss. Caught 72 passes last year, 1,252 yards, and a total of 11 TDs.
Okay, damn. Who's his QB?
I can't remember his name.
Shea Patterson's up at Michigan now.
It was the guy who came from like a 2-year school or something like that and transferred, I think.
Right?
Yeah, I can't remember his name though.
Might not.
Ty, look up the Ole Miss QB real quick for us.
Okay, who's your number 4?
Number 4, I have a toss-up between Kelly Bryant or Lawrence. Dual threat, just that reason alone, dual threat.
I watched Kelly Bryant play last year. I think what's his name? What's his first name, last name? Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to start this year for Clemson.
I think whoever plays has a good chance at it.
Yeah.
What about you?
For damn sure. Mine is Will Grier at 4.
Who the hell is Will Grier?
He's a QB for West Virginia.
Okay, yeah, I saw him on a list.
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
You
yeah.
said that, yeah.
I think if he gets a strong
Ole Miss.
obviously my team's Tennessee.
No one's winning in Tennessee for the next 10 years.
Dude, I don't think that's true.
John
but-
Kelly would have had a shot if he came back.
Oh no! I'm not saying Heisman talk.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not saying Heisman talk. They play UT the first game of
Who
the
does?
season.
Oh, West Virginia?
Yeah.
Oh, West Virginia's
I
gonna
think.
stop them.
Yeah, I think if West Virginia wins that one,
Who?
There's 4 of them.
Okay, who's
I
the...
don't know who starts, but Jordan Tamu, Jacob Sindoya, Matt Corral, Grant Restmayer.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I don't know any of those
Yeah,
guys.
fuck
So,
them.
fuck it.
Sound like some nobodies.
Yeah.
yeah,
well,
that wide receiver man,
Thanks for the
gonna
info,
put up
Ty.
some numbers with a bunch of nobodies.
That's why I said a fucking sleeper.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Jordan's a starter.
But I got on here because West Virginia, I think, has some good odds to go.
So you're saying the college. This is one of your picks to go in the college football playoff.
No. But I'm saying if they get through the first, I think their first 5 games are easy. Then and then it's TCU, Texas, and I think they only have to worry about TCU,
Nope.
Oklahoma State,
Nope.
in Oklahoma.
Nope.
You're gonna say Texas.
Texas is in my top 8. I'm gonna just let you know right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think so because they've got Oklahoma, OSU, and
They lost to
Virginia.
the top. I can't remember. I didn't write it down, but I think they lost to, like, I think it was USC, Oklahoma, and someone else, and they lost by a combined of 11 points only.
oh, they play USC again this year too.
Yeah.
I don't think they win it. Anyways, so that's my 4. I'm gonna go with my 3 is Bryce Love, which is probably your 3 or 2 as well.
Yeah, it is. My 3rd is actually J.K. Dobbins,
Oh,
OSU freshman running back. He averaged 7.2 yards.
this fucking guy. Because my 1 and 2 is where it gets interesting. I already know where your 1.
Yeah.
So your 2 has to be one of these.
Bryce Love.
Your 2 is who?
2's Bryce Love.
What's your 3 again?
J.K. Dobbins.
Oh my god. All right. My 1 is Jake Fromm,
From Georgia.
Georgia.
I think Trace McSorley outdoes him.
Now,
QB for QB, I think he has more yards and everything.
but which team's more likely to go to the championship? Georgia.
I have Penn State top 8 in mine.
I do too.
I don't think Georgia makes it that far. They lost some hell of running backs. I don't think they have the same 2 running
They've
backs.
got what's his name? Dwayne Swift or whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't know. I'm just saying they lost. I think they
Dude,
lost 2 of the
they're
running
stacked
backs.
on running backs.
I'm
They're
just saying.
stacked, and there's news today that they got a 5-star, former 5-star wide receiver that's good to go to play for them.
Actually, let me add something real quick. My sleeper for Heisman right now. I'm gonna put this down. Is Tua.
Dude, that's my fucking number 1 and 2. It's tied between Tua and Jake Fromm, and the thing is Tua's not even got the
starting spot yet.
yeah.
Dude,
but I think,
have you
how
seen
the fuck do you go back from him?
I just asked you that question about Nick Foles, and you said Carson Wentz fucking starts, man.
Carson Wentz does start.
But if you're gonna say
No.
that
He
if-
had an outstanding season. Jalen Hurts made it. Dude, Jalen Hurts is in
did
the same
exact
thing,
same
okay?
thing Carson Wentz
No,
did,
he makes some
essentially.
okay plays, and his running backs and wide receivers do all the work while the defense fucking kills everybody, okay? Tua is way more explosive, okay?
I'm not saying he's not.
He's got a better arm, and he can move.
I don't think what's his face Nick Saban wants Jalen Hurts to transfer. That's why he hasn't said it. But I think logical,
that's some
logical
sneak shit,
choice
though.
for Nick Saban, honestly, that fits him. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I think I'm
'Cause
gonna pick
I
Jalen
think
Hurts to start.
I think for him it's maybe safe, right?
It's the same pick. His defense wins games. He doesn't have to do anything else. Jalen Hurts doesn't make mistakes. Tua might make more mistakes where they lose more games.
But who gives him the edge on offense? Jalen or Tua?
But what
Tua.
are they known for the offense though? No,
No.
they're always known for the defense.
But he's never had a quarterback that's that good.
Now, is he really that good, or are we just basing off? Like,
I'm
the
pretty
10
sure he's
minutes?
fucking
The
good.
two quarters he was
He's
in.
pretty good. I
We'll
saw him
see.
earlier on in the season. He's good.
He's sleeper for me. I think he can make it sleeper if he
He's
starts.
a lot
he can
more
do something.
dangerous than Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts.
for sure.
So that's my my top 5.
Oh yeah, I
beneath
want to ask
his-
you something real
what's
quick.
up?
What would you be? I saw this rumor on Facebook. Jalen Hurts to UT. Would you accept that? Would you be okay?
I'd
People
accept it,
were
yeah.
shitting on the idea. I wasn't.
I'd accept it.
I think he'd be better picked than what we have, and I wouldn't be mad if he came.
Yeah. I'd be okay with that. Now I do I'm really damn it. I'm really loyal when it comes to people that commit to UT, and I follow them. Like when what's his name, the quarterback that went to Memphis, Riley Ferguson. I followed him after I watched him after he left and transferred from Tennessee because he committed to the UT at first, and I watched him. The same with Derek Rogers. I just I don't know. I'm really really loyal to people who come to UT at first, and I like to But anyways, that's why I'm I want JG to be the starting quarterback, and I also want him to do really well because he seems to be not only a decent quarterback, and hopefully
Dude, he was shit
I know.
last season.
Hey,
He's not going to be better.
hey,
Right here, hot take. Shit.
that's not a hot take at all.
Shit.
If me saying he's decent, that's a hot take, if anything. But I want to see him doing good, doing well, and I want to see him, be a great quarterback and even be the starter.
Dude,
But that's
Tennessee's
because,
biggest problem is they never get these good quarterbacks. I mean, these guys are straight cheeks.
Former years, we had some good QBs.
I mean, yeah, but these recent dudes,
cheeks.
Josh Dobbs,
Besides Dobbs.
overrated.
Okay, not at all.
Overrated. He got bailed out a few times that
He's about to be
season.
the second string for Pittsburgh.
Oh, well, I mean...
Who's he going to be under?
Who you got fucking... I mean, you
Big
only got...
Ben.
Yeah,
A Hall of Famer.
Okay, who's the other guy in line behind Big Ben the other 2 seasons?
Oh, no. The other 2 seasons? I don't know.
Dude, that wasn't good. I'll tell you that much. I can't remember his name, but he wasn't good. Okay, it's not that big of an accomplishment, to be honest with you. I think Josh Dobbs is overrated, especially.
He's not overrated.
It also weirds me out. He has no eyebrows. The shit weirds
It's
me out.
alopecia, dude. My cousin has alopecia.
I don't care. Weirds me out. Draw some shit on there, okay, man. Draw.
Dude,
I would draw some
chill
fucking
the
eyebrows.
fuck out
I don't know
with
what
this shit.
I don't know what alopecia is.
It's alopecia.
They like
Alopecia.
it's the same
like,
color
you
as
lose
your
hair.
skin.
No, you
All
lose
right,
hair.
well,
That's you start to like bald. No,
hey,
Josh
I'm sorry
Dobbs
for
is
all
good.
the alopecia people out there. I didn't mean to throw
Better
hate at
be
you.
shit. Josh Dobbs is good.
I think
But
I think
that
he's overrated
hey,
as
that
shit.
class that Butch Jones brought in of QBs, I think maybe besides Riley Ferguson, I don't know if Riley Ferguson went to the draft or not, or if he's still at Memphis. I don't even know. They were good.
I'm just
Riley
saying, I think
Ferguson,
Josh
Nathan
Dobbs
Peterman.
overrated.
Even though Peterman shit the bed here, he went to Pittsburgh and had a pretty good time, and he got drafted by the Buffalo Bills.
Peterman
Weird, huh?
just shows that Butch Jones and company were shit.
Hey, I'm not arguing with that. Okay, I want to get to this top 8 here.
All right, you want me to run through my top 8 real quick, or you want to go tick for tack?
I want to go through top 8. And do you have a list of like their most like likely losses?
Shit, no, man.
Okay, never mind. That'll just
All right.
be me. I want to hear you starting from 8. I want to hear yours.
8, Penn State. Most likely losses, Ohio State or Michigan.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miami's my 7th. Most likely losses, Florida State. USC. Most likely losses, Washington Huskies. Okay.
Texas could be in there.
5. Oh, yeah. 6, Texas also, yeah. 5, Texas. This is a hot take right here. Okay, they have I think they have most people returning, and they've only lost their only losses to big game teams were by only combined 11 points to 3 of the top teams.
Yeah.
I think they can do some stuff. Also, I'm from Dallas, Texas, so got to throw them in there. 4, Stanford. Okay. This guy's hating. I mean, I don't care. Honestly, you want to know a team I just realized I didn't put in here? This is fucking crazy, but I'm standing by it. I think the most likely loss to Stanford, either USC, Washington Huskies.
How the fuck did?
Don't question the losses. These are just losses
No,
that could
I
happen.
thought never mind.
They could either lose or not lose. It's just a toss-up.
Gotcha.
3, Badgers, Wisconsin Badgers. Okay. I'm putting these guys in here because I kind of want to see them make it. They've been on the outside looking in multiple times now.
All they got to do is
beat Ohio State. I think they have to beat.
They got to beat Penn State, Michigan, and then I think Penn State comes into the Big Ten, so they got to beat Penn State twice.
Well, whatever. Let's go Badgers. Let's see them do something. Okay. 2, Ohio State. Okay. We got Ohio State. You're like, where the fuck is Georgia? They're not on the list, man. They're not fucking on it, okay?
You forgot about it too, man.
Yeah, number 1's Alabama.
That's not the team you forgot about.
Oh, you're going to put TCU or West Virginia.
A hot take. Number 8, UCF.
Are you fucking serious?
Hey, their most likely losses are to Pittsburgh and UNC, which I don't know
They're
if you
not
know.
making it, man.
No. I'm saying 8.
Oh. Let me be real. They're going to have a bad season due to the sheer fact they lost a guy with no arm. And that guy was a pride and spirit, bro. I'm being real. That guy was a fucking pride and spirit right there.
Dude, okay. They're returning their QB, their running back, and their wide receiver.
I don't care. That one arm dude.
And 10 all-conference players.
They're one arm dude. Whole team right there. Fucking spirit animal.
Okay.
All
right. UCF, because their most likely losses are to Pitt and UNC had 3 wins last year, and Pitt had 5. Okay. All right, moving on. 7, Auburn. They have to play both Georgia and Bama. That's fucking it. That's literally it. Okay. I think they may lose.
Hot take. They beat Bama.
They
but
could.
they do, what happens to them?
I think they
exact
go
same
1-1.
happens. They go to the championship game, lose it, and then Bama goes through again.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Number 6, I have Wisconsin. They got to play Michigan and Penn State. I say they get through Michigan. Penn State might be a little bit tricky. And that's why they could be switching places with somebody else. Number 5, I have West Virginia. I can see them beating, nobody in that conference. They don't. I'm sorry, the Big 12 doesn't really get me.
So you're saying West Virginia's going to walk through it?
I don't think they're going to walk through it, but I think there's a lot of teams in there that kind of cannibalize each other. Like Texas is coming up. Oklahoma's taking a step back. West Virginia's taking a step forward. I don't know how Oklahoma State's doing, but I say they both kind of beat each other, and they end up at 5. The best team in there ends up at 5. So
all right.
doesn't make the final cut for the 4. Number 4, I got Clemson. Their only real test, I think, is South Carolina. I don't think they don't play Miami until the championship, and that's if Miami gets there. That's it. Just South Carolina, because I think Louisville is not going to be as good. Florida State, it's going to be shit. Number 3, we got Penn State, and that's who I said they could maybe swap out with Wisconsin. And number 6, depending on those battles, I say they go 1-1 with Penn State. Number 2, I've got Bama. Their only game is against Auburn.
What about Tennessee?
They're going to beat the shit out of Tennessee. And then number 1, I have Georgia. Because they don't play anybody either. So, Georgia, Bama, Penn State, Clemson.
Basically, SEC plays fucking nobody.
Yeah.
Best conference? Fuck no,
well, it's the inside of the conference, and they cannibalize each other. Now, I think UGA and Bama are just so fucking far ahead of everybody that they kill everybody in their own divisions. That's why I'm saying Clemson, the best team they have to play is South Carolina.
Honestly, man, college football's kind of fucking boring now.
No, it's not.
Fuck yeah,
I
man.
think college football is way more fun.
It's more fun than the NFL, but they need to expand the shit to 8 teams.
I'd like that. I'd like that.
Because we need to see 1 versus 8, we need to see 2 versus 7, so on. But
I want to see a Boise State or a UCF in there. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, but other than this, I mean, basically, you basically know the top 4 teams almost every season. You got Bama in there as one of the top 4 basically every season.
Yeah.
Ohio State's pretty much likely almost every season, even though they weren't last season. Clemson's pretty likely right now. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of the same old. And then, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Bama wins it again.
Yeah. Now, if it does go back to a rematch between Bama and Georgia, do you think Bama wins it again? Because I think Georgia takes it the second time.
They have Tua. They take it.
Oh, damn it. I can agree with you.
Also, I need to know who their number 1 wide receiver is because I think they lost Ridley. So I think Ridley's brother might be coming up.
Bama?
Yeah.
There's 2 Ridley brothers, right?
Yeah, Ridley's other brother, I think, still there.
I think
the other brother
went to Georgia.
Yeah, he's on Georgia. Yeah.
It's funny, right?
I mean, I don't know why it'd be funny, man.
I'm just saying. What's old boy over there? What's your Final 4? Give him the old tie cam. Has the tie cam been on? Please tell me the tie cam has not been on this entire time.
Not at all.
Because this motherfucker's over here.
I mean, it might have been on a couple times, but
God bless our
it's
lives.
on now. My Final 4. So that means I can't pick the same conference.
You can pick whoever you want.
Just pick your top 4 real quick.
You can pick whoever you want in the top
I think
4.
it'd be probably.
You do realize it was
Bama?
2 teams? No, 1 through 4.
1 through 4, just go real quick.
What do you mean?
Rank them 1 through 4.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Wow, shit, this is bad tonight.
Was it?
My favorite Bama.
This dude's losing on camera right now.
I don't know who else is good. Maybe Ohio, probably.
Fucking Ohio,
I
yes.
think Ohio will pull it back.
So are you talking about Ohio, like the college Ohio?
Yeah, he's
State,
talking.
okay.
No, he's talking about Ohio Bobcats.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for a
I
second.
don't know. Who else might be up there? I wish like a nobody would just pop up.
That's what I was just
That's
saying.
why we're talking about this 8.
Yeah.
Hey, but if UCF runs the table, if UCF
No.
goes, I'm just saying, if they go undefeated again,
No.
I think they're in the
Yeah.
Final 4.
They went undefeated last year. Right?
Yeah,
They
if
didn't
they go
even
undefeated
finish
last
top
year,
10, I don't think. Did they? They were like 8 or some shit.
and they beat. Guess who they beat?
But
Auburn.
Auburn was
who
fucking
is the
out
only
of it.
person to beat,
Dude,
or
you know
only
how-
team to beat both Georgia and Bama.
You want to know how pissed off I'd be if I was Auburn to like go to the title game and lose it and then Alabama going after we just fucking beat their asses? I'd be pissed as
Funny
shit.
how that
I
shit
wouldn't.
works,
I wouldn't
right?
even be talking anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I say if they go undefeated again this year, then how do you keep them out?
I think they still keep them out. I mean, because of the whether in the Conference USA or they're in some nobody conference, so they keep them out. That's
I
why.
think they're in the American,
Yeah, American probably.
which is actually like one of the best of the like out of the top, Power 5 conferences. It is the best out of the Power 5 conference.
I think Arizona also. I think they're gonna come out of nowhere.
Fuck.
Yo, this guy's credibility is shit.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
just-
I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea what he's talking
Oh
about.
my god.
that came off.
Are we on?
I wrote something down, but I'm not gonna go over it on this.
All right.
I wanted to. You had a question from last week.
Are we not getting the top 3 celebrities?
No, we'll get that at the end. I just wanted to hit this in the middle first,
All right, sounds good.
since we're still doing sports for now.
Okay. So my question from last week that I was really interrupted by Tanner when I was asking.
Sorry, Ty. This involves you too.
So
Oh, what
is the tie cam still on?
Stop
Is the tie
fucking
cam
eating chips, dude.
Is the tie cam still on right now?
Should be.
It's not.
God bless.
It's on.
All right, just to let you know, you guys are gonna have to. When I ask this question, you're gonna have to like not be. You're gonna have to be
Yeah, we
good
got-
on when switching back and forth on the cam and everything like that. Just to let you know, because he's gonna talk and then you're gonna.
The
Have to talk.
the picture's just right here.
It's on.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
but
so
I'm
it's good.
Okay,
Yeah, I know
okay,
what you're
okay.
talking about,
Okay. So my question is for you guys is why did you guys choose wrestling? Because from a standpoint of like where you get credibility, most people don't either talk about wrestling, they don't really know about wrestling. So, most sports people play, they play, football, basketball is the main
Yeah.
sports I would say here.
Yeah.
But wrestling, no one really knows about it. No one really kind of, in my opinion, people don't really, maybe up north it's taken more seriously, but at least in high school down here and even in college, like most people don't know about it or talk about it. I only know it through that you two do it and Brendan did it or does it still. So my question is, what made you guys attracted to the sport and why do you not think the sport's as big as it could potentially be?
Well, I want to start with how we got into it, and I feel like I should probably go first, since since it's kind of like mine kind of leads to his. It started out with my good friend Robbie Goldshot. We all know him.
Yeah.
And he wrestled. He was a year above me. He wrestled, and me and him used to butt heads. But he's also he's like the friend that like we always like fuck with each other. Like we just kind of like push each other.
Yeah.
And he kept telling me, he's like, dude, you need to wrestle. You need to wrestle. And I was always like, I always hated committing. I just didn't want to be that person. Like I was like, dude, because then I gotta go there and I gotta go to practice every day. And I was just having fun being a freshman, not giving a shit. Okay.
Okay, so this is freshman year in high school and this is transpiring.
Yeah. And so, beginning of the year, this kid, like, he was pissed off at Rob, like, on the bus. He was fucking pissed off at Robbie for something. Like, we were singing too loud. And this kid, like, just, I don't know, for some reason got fucking upset at Robbie and, like, said he wanted to fight him. And so me, Robbie, and then a bunch of other kids, and then this kid and his friend all went to this abandoned house, like at Chris and Forrest's old place, this fenced in, and we all went there, and waiting for the fights. And this kid's like, there's two kids that I know wouldn't fight. Okay, the bigger kid, the kid's friend, and Kevin
I don't fucking
or
know.
Tino.
There's in high school. There's only probably like, I wouldn't want to fight anyone. Obviously, I'm not really a fighting type.
Yeah.
But the people I was most afraid of in high school, I don't know if you know these people, was Zach Long.
Yeah.
And there was another guy that beat up Zach Long, and that was the other guy. And also Jonathan Franklin and Jew Slayer. Like those guys were freaking like
Jonathan Franklin, why?
I don't
He's
know.
Nice.
He might have been nice, but like it's just some dude I didn't want to wouldn't mess with because him and Jew Slayer would have back and forth. I remember like one time in the cafeteria. I think they were getting into it, like not a fight, but Juice Slayer like just threw a chair at him. But like, I didn't want to mess with him due to the sheer fact that he would stand up to Juice Slayer, and I knew Juice Slayer was not.
So you knew the dude had balls then.
Yeah, he had balls. Like that's why I wasn't gonna I wouldn't if I wouldn't want to get in a quarrel with him.
Yeah, I got you. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
So anyways, we go back there. We're in this, and everybody's standing waiting around for the fight and stuff, and Robbie's like, "Yo, you ready to go?" And the guy's like, "Nah, yeah, I want to fight." They're like, "Who wants to fight first?" And the dude's like, "I will, but I want him first." And he points at me, and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck did I have to do with any of it?"
Wait, so do you know this guy's name that wanted to fight you, or is it just some random person?
Like, I wasn't close with him at all. He had beef with, I can't remember his name.
This is like some gang activity shit right here. Like two gangs against each other
Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on the kid's name, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Plus, I probably wouldn't want to drop it
I
anyways.
mean, fuck it. It's podcast's gotta drop it once.
But so anyways, he points at me, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And Robbie's like, "You don't have to do this. Like, what? Like, he's like, this shit ain't between y'all. Like, it's between us." And I'm like, "Well, I can't be a fucking bitch, Like, I'm not if he's wanting to fight me, I can't be no,
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. And first off, freshman year, I wrestled at 112 pounds, but that's because the other weight class was 103,
yeah.
and I weighed 107 pounds. Just so we're clear, I'm not
You're
big.
a skinny ass kid.
Yeah, well, I'm not skinny. I'm short and stocky. I still had my upper body, but that's it. And you'll understand why in a minute. Because my whole thing in middle school is I picked up big people. And we're like, "Oh my God, look, he's so small, but he picks up big people."
That made you famous around school.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
just about
much.
The funniest thing
It-
that I've heard all day.
What?
I was
Yeah.
Sounds
But-
like some shit from the Hobbit movies.
But it's true. It's true. He knows that too, though. People used to get "Oh my God, that's crazy."
Some
I would do
Bilbo
it.
Baggins shit
I would
right
do it
now.
at Tatara's, just pick up big people, and it was "Oh my God, this guy's so small, but I pick up big people." And so, anyways, I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna say no." So I said, "Yeah, okay, I'll do it." And Robbie's like, "Dude, you don't have to do it." I was like, "No, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it." I don't I just felt like I needed to. My boys are there about to fight. I want to get mine. And this guy, he's not. I'm not gonna say he's a fucking huge dude, but he's definitely he's under 6 for sure. He's
Yeah.
he's 5, maybe 5'9".
He was a good 4 inches taller than
Yeah, he had some inches,
4 or 5.
but the inches isn't. He had weight. He had at least 30 to 40 pounds on me, and I was 102 or 107.
Yeah.
So, we're there, and I don't know how to box. My hands are I don't even know what they were like. I may have been doing this. I don't even fucking know. And I remember the kid swung, and I kind of fell into him.
So did you get hit?
No, I didn't get
Okay.
hit. Fuck no. And he swung so hard that he went over me, and of course
wrapped him.
yeah. And so I went down. He fell on me, and then he starts fucking I don't know how the hell we get in this position where I'm on my hands and knees, and he's sitting on my back, punching the top of my this part of my
the hell?
head. It was so weird, and I remember just I was like, this shit doesn't hurt because it was right here. And first off, in MMA, that's actually illegal.
Yeah.
But he's hitting me right fucking here, and I'm just I remember taking a few shots, and I don't feel shit because adrenaline, and I just fucking sit I stand up, I press myself off the ground. I remember picking him up and just running him into a tree. And then he was we just stood there and looked at each other, and it was well, that's the end of the fight.
Yeah.
So why the fight end though? No, who I don't know. Just
It wasn't really.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was more of awkward. He wasn't a fighter. He was just bigger, and he wanted somebody to fucking be able to take his aggression out on because
why was there aggression?
he gets mad at Robbie.
He's mad at Robbie.
But here's the thing, he wanted to fight me first because who the fuck wants to fight Robbie?
Okay, wait. So this is the same kid that wanted to fight Robbie
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
wanted to fight someone else.
Yeah.
Some weird
And so
shit.
then Robbie, Robbie steps in. He's like, "Oh, yo, pick on somebody on your own size, then, bitch." And the guy's like, "No, I need a break. And so the bigger dude comes in. That guy's friend's like, "Yo, let's go." And Robbie's about to fight that guy, but then Kevin's like, nah, I want a piece of this shit. Because Kevin's like the same. You know Kevin Ortega,
Fucking
right?
Kevin, what a legend.
And so,
what a
dude,
legend for jumping
I
in this
shit
shit.
you not, dude. They get in there like, yo, let's go. And then like Robbie backs out because he's like, okay, they're about to go now. So like, yeah, let's go. And
Wait, so Kevin Ortuno's on your side?
Yeah, of course he's on my side.
I thought you were saying Kevin.
No, I
From what
fucking
I
love
understood,
Kevin.
I thought Kevin was on the other team.
No. I love Kevin. Kevin's one
okay,
of my
so
dudes.
Kevin jumps in and
Yeah,
fights.
Kevin jumps in, and you know what a hockey fight looks like? They grab each other by the fucking shoulders, and they just both right arm, just fucking straight. It looked like a straight up hockey fight. It's wow, and they're just punching each other in the fucking face. And like they did that forever, and I don't remember how it. I think they just like it was just fucking lit. Like that's when I was like, whoa, shit.
What the hell?
And I remember that like ending exactly like that. And then like then Robbie got in. And when I tell you this shit was a slaughter, it was a fucking slaughter, okay? And this is the first time that I got to see Robbie like really fucking like go at it. And he was young.
Loose.
Yeah, and he was a sophomore at this time because he's lit. He had to watch both of his friends fight. He had to watch his little friend that he's trying to get to wrestle like pretty much get his ass beat. This dude that's bigger than him, he's like, what the fuck is this guy think he's doing? Robbie gets in there. They kind of filling each other up. And, the kid doesn't know how to fight, but Robbie, just fucking bob weave. And at this point, like, you're seeing Robbie's stance. He looks like a straight up, like, Muhammad Ali. And then afterwards, he told me, he's like, dude, I've been watching Muhammad Ali, dude. He's fucking awesome. And so, like, he looks legit. And the thing is, I don't think he's ever taken boxing at all.
So this dude's on YouTube watching fucking Muhammad Ali. How to strike like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, and so this guy, he fucking, the guy can't land anything on him. Robbie gets a couple shots in, and then finally he does the move we've been waiting for. He fucking waits for the guy to swing, and Robbie perfectly. I know this now, and even though I know at the time I didn't know the technical side of it, but in my mind it's still like it's burned in there. I knew it happened. The guy right here, okay? Right here, Robbie just lowers his level, throws him on the ground, and just starts beating the shit out of him. And then he throws a few punches, lets him stand back up, lowers his level, puts him back down the ground again. He did that like 3 or 4 times, just fucked him up. It was so funny, and like at that point I was like, oh shit, I need to learn how to wrestle.
So a backyard brawl has inspired you.
Yeah, to learn how to wrestle.
Okay. Because you saw Robbie doing the wrestling moves. Do you think if he was a sheer kickboxer instead of wrestling, and he wasn't trying to get you to do wrestling, that would have made you want to do kickboxing?
Maybe, but
and you saw him do kickboxing moves and everything like that. Like say you see him knock him out like John Jones did to Cormier.
That should have been cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And I told him after, I was like, dude, I didn't know, because I did karate when I was younger, right?
Yeah.
And I told him after, I was like, dude, I thought if I threw a kick, then I would people would think I'm an idiot, or people would think like, oh, that's not fair. You're not allowed to throw kicks. And he's like, dude, it's a fucking fight. You can do whatever you want. And after that, I was like,
fair.
Well, shit, I could have thrown a fucking kick at the guy. Because I literally thought because I used to do karate, I'm standing in the stance.
So what is your stance? So Robbie says all's fair in a fight. What do you think of ball shots in a fight?
Not fair.
Even
he would say the same thing. It's like, dude, you can throw kicks, like punches, kicks, drag him down, choke him out.
So if you're in a fight,
it's a fight.
If you're in a fight, say you got in a fight with that guy at the Carolina Ale House, just hypothetically, you wouldn't go for the balls in that scenario, or is everything out the window at that point?
It depends. It depends. The scenario is different.
Okay.
Because if I feel the need to protect certain people around me, I may end up killing someone. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if in that situation, it was weird. It was getting really stupid. I think if he'd have known my credentials, or known more about the first thing you wouldn't do to a wrestler is get close to them. Yeah. And he fucked up by trying to get close to me. I would have been a lot more scared if the guy was far.
Yeah.
And within pushing reason. Then I would have been like, okay, I need to back the fuck off. But having the person that close because I think he was almost like this to me, and that's perfect for underhook, bear hug, slam.
Yeah.
Okay, like literally, the way he was positioned towards me, his hip was almost like at this angle to where that's the perfect angle for throwing over.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I didn't even have to like use all that momentum to throw him. It would have been my knee behind his leg.
Yeah.
And just almost a trip. Other than that, yeah, it would have been just wrestling.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that situation, completely wrestling.
Okay.
Let me think. Where was I for the wrestling story?
You were right at the end of the fight where you saw Robbie throw him down a few times.
Right. So we're walking away. I have like a knot on my head. And at that moment, like it sounds like a storybook thing, but I remember I told him, I said, yeah, so I think I'm going to wrestle. And also leading that up to that, I had numerous coaches coming up to me like, hey, dude, you should think about wrestling.
I remember when you tried to get me to wrestle. That was
Yeah,
funny
yeah,
as hell.
because we needed a 106.
You
yeah,
remember?
You were small then.
Yeah. You remember when you didn't Chaz do that for a period of time?
Wrestle?
Yeah, I
I think me and Robbie may have got him. We may have got him on there, but he was like, after the first day, he's like, fuck it.
I swear you went to some conditioning.
He
shit
may have.
and he didn't want to do it
Dude,
anymore.
nobody lasted conditioning. Nobody lasted through conditioning. Let me think. I remember like there's the head coach was like, hey, you should wrestle. He came out. He was really adamant. He badgered me about it.
Yeah.
And then one gym coach saw me like just with my hands just climb up the bleachers, and then he came up to me. I was like, oh shit, I'm fucked. He's gonna write me up. He's like, hey, don't do that, but you should really think about wrestling. I was like, all right. And then after the day that the fights happened, I was like, okay, I'm gonna wrestle. And I remember walking up the first day, and I wish I had my shoes on, or I wish I had shoes in my physical, because the first day, this kid that was in my weight class looked at me and goes, what the fuck are you doing here? You can't wrestle. And I was like, what the fuck? And Robbie looked at me and was like, hey, get on the mat. And I wanted to, but then Coach Furman was like, you don't have your physical, get the fuck off the mat. God, but the first year of me wrestling, as soon as I got hooked on it, in the first year I got hooked. It was really fast. I got my ass beat by my wrestling partner, AJ. And I don't know what it was.
Is AJ the one who challenged you when you first showed up?
No.
Okay.
No. AJ was a weight class above me. The guy that challenged me ended up quitting a couple weeks in. It wasn't long before, because I had the strength and the explosiveness. Mm-hmm. But I didn't have the technique at all. So I would be able to do certain things that other people wouldn't, but most of the people would make up for it and fuck me up with, technique and just knowing how to wrestle. During my first season, I kept talking to Ty about it. I was like, hey, you should really wrestle. Think about it, And Robbie was saying the same thing, too, to him. And what is it? It's the one sport, because I know I've played baseball, football, soccer. I think that's about baseball, football, soccer. I think that's about it. And those were all fun, and I could run really fast, and I could jump, but our parents never coached the teams. Mm-hmm. So we were both put in these positions where we were the fastest kids on the field, and we were one of the most athletic. But we got the shit into the stick because our dad wasn't coaching. And that's not a slight against our parents, because I think Mom helped out for my team one year.
Yeah, she helped out with football. She did the stretches and shit.
Yeah, some shit like that.
So you're saying that you were unfavored because of the coaches?
Exactly.
I mean, that happens, I think, a lot.
And honestly, I didn't want to play because they put me at defensive end for football, and I was like, well, fuck it, I don't want to play this shit. And also, I don't want to play free safety. I know I'm fast, and it's good to be fast at free safety, but I don't know how to read plays. Why the fuck are you putting me there? Put the ball in my hands, because I know nobody's going to fucking touch me. And I know I'm going to, if somebody puts a hand on me.
He's like, I know I'm going to run through him.
He knows, that's the thing, though. Y'all know, if it's tackle football, I'm hard to, wrap up. Yeah. But I just, I lost interest, and I literally asked to sit the bench. They're like, hey, you want to go in? I would say no. And it upset my dad a lot, and, my mom too, that I didn't want to play. And I felt bad about it, but, looking back, I know, I wouldn't have done anything different unless they put the ball in my hand or something, you know?
So you're saying the course
Or
of the trajectory was changed by you
Yes.
not getting a ball put in your hand. You're not handling
Yes.
balls.
And so I saw it wrestling. Okay, the only one responsible for me not winning is myself.
Yeah, that's
And I
what
can do that.
A lot of people like.
I
the
can do that
individual
because I'm the only one in the center of the mat. It's me and one other guy. One of us is gonna lose. Okay, and I'm not just gonna lay over and let this person win.
Yeah.
You know, even this guy. If this guy's technically better than me, guess what? I'm gonna give him a run for his money because I'm gonna try and fuck him up somehow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna throw haymakers at him, but it's gonna be a little rough ride for him. And that's what it was my freshman year. I got called for locking hands. I got Hulk. Yeah, pretty much locking hands. That's about the only thing.
Gotcha.
Because I would pick people up. If I got my hands around people, I'd just throw them. And, because first year wrestling, if you're decent at, if you're an athlete, you're probably going to do that.
Yeah, that's all I could do my freshman
Yeah.
year. Or, well, my 7th grade. Was it 7th or 6th grade that I started?
7th.
7th, yeah.
But, over time, having the same, people around me, and with wrestling more than anything, iron sharpens iron. So if you're wrestling against better people and you're getting your ass whooped, one of these days you're going to be as good as that person. And then eventually you're going to end up better than that person, and then so on and so forth. By the time my senior year rolled around, if I was in the wrestling room, which I didn't even get to compete my senior year, when I was in the wrestling room, there wasn't anybody there that, like, I felt could, like, wrestle me and be a match.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just felt like, okay, I felt like everybody there sucked. And there's some pretty decent wrestlers there. It was just my level of wrestling there.
Yeah, gotcha.
But then, Ty was a different story, though. Because what were your thoughts when you first started? And you can come over here and
You got the tie cam.
can you hear yourself?
I don't know. Can you hear?
Hello? No, I can't hear myself.
Okay, come over here and talk if you want.
I need to turn.
And I'll sit. We'll let Ty be on the cam, or Ty be on the mic for a minute, and I'll
All right.
go
Good.
sit behind the computer because I really want to let him get to his thing.
All right, Russ. How's it going?
I need my headphones.
We got Russ here. He's gonna give us a feature.
Russ here. No, I'm not Russ.
Okay, so
No.
we have the
Far from
backstory
it.
of
Can't
Tanner
sing.
now. So Tanner played a role in getting you started and Robbie.
Yeah, they both did.
So
I was
how?
probably in, I'd say 5th grade
So is that?
when you started, about your 2nd year. Whenever I went to, what camp did you go to?
7-6.
Remember when we went to King College?
So that was your.
It was my 5th grade.
You started the season after that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you started in 5th grade. So was it? So my question, real quick, is: did you start right when Tanner started wrestling, or was there
It
a
was
period of them
probably
trying to
about
convincing
I'd
you?
say there was a year I tried it out,
Yeah.
and like I couldn't get in, and then I started in 7th grade, about 2 years after, I'd say, after I went to the camp the first time, and after I went to the camp, like I was really interested in the sport, and I was like, oh, this is cool, but like,
So they got you
kind of like, I don't really want to do a sport because
Yeah.
I just quit soccer.
Robbie went to this camp too.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Robbie and Tanner got you to go to this camp
Oh.
with them.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
So, well, it was kind of like my mom was like, you're going to go to camp with Robbie and Tanner because they wanted you to. And I was
Okay.
like, but I didn't really want to go at the
Yeah.
time. And so I finally go. We're there for like, 3 days, I'd say.
Yeah.
And throughout the time, it's like all high schoolers and like I'm the only little kid there. So like everybody's like, oh, ha. And like, so we're having fun and shit. And like the first thing that I remember is like how hard it was.
Yeah.
And that was the one thing that like deterred me. But
Mhm.
like when we got to like the last day, we had this tournament, and like you finally get to use all your moves that you learn and shit. And I finally got to wrestle, and I think I got a couple points in like one of my matches or something.
Yeah.
But the kid ended up like slamming me down, and then like later on, like I think Robbie goes over to him, and it was someone on their team. It was Xavier Parrish that slammed me down, and like I started crying, and Robbie comes over and he's like, hey, what the fuck? And, like, he's like, all right. And then my brother comes up, too. And so they both wrestle him. And I think it was Tanner that was wrestling him. And he's just cross-facing the fuck out of him.
So Tanner's punching him in the face? Is that what the hell?
He's
What is a cross face?
Okay, he's taking this here knuckle right here and just ripping your nose off.
What the hell, Tanner?
It's a cross face.
Is that allowed? Is that allowed?
Oh,
Or is
yes,
that illegal?
It's completely legal.
What the fuck?
If somebody's on all fours, you want to get their head to their knee, right?
Dude, I would say that would be illegal sounding, man. Like, that sounds fucked up.
No, it's all fair game in a fight, you know what I'm saying? But it's
I
wrestling,
mean, all
match,
right,
not
all
a
right.
fight. But that was the first time I was like, damn, I wish I could do that to that motherfucker.
So I don't know. To me, it sounds like a little bit of it was that you guys saw. Well, you saw.
I saw that it was harder than any other sport that I've
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
seen, and it's an actual challenge
Yeah,
to me.
but was a part of it wanting to like be able to defend yourself? Because
Oh, for sure.
was that for you too, Tanner?
Oh, I wanted to be able to beat my brother up.
Okay.
At first, that's honestly.
Yeah,
what
we're about
it
to have a
was.
take on that here in a second,
No.
folks. Stand by for that one.
No, but like now, like I mean, I don't give a shit. Like he's my fucking brother. Like,
Yeah.
That ended years ago, but
That
Like,
got to
Unfortunately, ended. We needed to see the conclusion, the final.
Point to where, like, we know if we fought each other, it'd be really.
I was like,
fucking
we would
bad.
hurt each other
Yeah,
really
it'd be
bad.
Really bad.
Like something we would
Get the
probably
pads
the
out
walls.
tonight.
I remember. Okay, we got into a fight once, and it may have been with. I know Chaz.
It
for
no,
sure
it was Chaz there, and was it the
may
one
have
in my
been
room?
you.
No, I was there too. That one was
Alright.
fucking intense. I was like,
It was like.
I was
at
like,
that point,
whoa.
y'all were watching this, like, neither one of you would break it up. because
I was
you're
trying to break it
was
up.
just
because,
like, oh.
this is a legit fight between two dudes that like know what the fuck they're doing. And I was like, oh shit, I feel kind of bad.
And I don't think, like-
I didn't really feel bad for you. I felt bad for them because
They
they,
were-
couldn't have.
Bro,
done
I was
shit.
trying to break it up, to be honest with you. I remember that. I tried to break it up, and then you guys weren't having it, so I was like, well, fuck it. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, it was good
This
times.
shit was funny though.
Brendan was definitely there. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like Brendan would have felt more inclined to get into it.
No, I think it was like, was this? Which one are you thinking of? Where were we in this scenario?
In your room.
Your room.
Okay,
You were
that's what I
playing
thought.
PS3
Yeah.
or something, and he came in.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, Brendan was definitely there.
Okay, so
He did not
so
do shit.
to get back to it, you were inclined because it was a hard sport that you saw probably your friends doing it that you wanted to defend yourself.
I mean, none of my friends did it.
Okay.
But, like, two people that I kind of looked up to, but at
Yeah.
the same time also, like, sort of despised. But, like,
Yeah. So you wanted to fuck them
It
up.
was my best friends.
You
but-
wanted to take the crown from.
No, I could never do that.
Okay.
I just wanted to be like them.
Treece comes out here.
It wasn't that I wanted to take them down. I just wanted to be like them.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I just saw them doing it, and then probably like I wrestled all through middle school, and well, just 7th and 8th grade, so I guess not all through.
Okay.
But I wrestled with Eric, I think it was,
Yeah.
and like my coach. I think the main reason I love the sport is because like the coach worked with everybody, and like he didn't show favoritism, and like we wrestled off like whoever wanted to be the person that was out there on the mat wrestling, you had to wrestle them for it. And like we didn't have that as much in middle school as like you have in high school, but like
Yeah.
we still had it every once in a while, like for certain tournaments and shit. Like ones that were out of state, like you couldn't have two people in the same one from the same high school, or
Yeah.
the same school. But I think the main reason was because of that, like just being able to show how good you are and not just like relying on like your teammates or like a coach or someone else to prove that. But
Yeah, it makes sense. Same thing with the most, I'd say, individual sports. Same thing I felt with tennis when I played tennis. So another question, and if it's too, I don't know, if you don't want to answer this, that's fine. But I'm gonna ask it anyways. But just let me know if you don't want to answer it. But I know Tanner still wrestles and goes to these MMA classes.
Yeah.
So So my first question is, do you still do that, or?
I do not currently,
Okay.
but I would like to at
Okay.
some point go back and like coach or
Coach.
do classes
Okay,
at
okay.
least somewhere
Okay.
just for an exercise.
So
at
so
least.
what made you? I know high school ended for you. I think not this. Was it this year that it ended?
Yeah, this
Okay.
year.
So so what made you? I know like wrestling seems to kind of be limited in the aspects of like, soccer.
Excelling, like to a professional level.
Not a professional level, but like, it's to me, it's kind of tougher to do it where you can get more practice in. Because I mean, it sounds like you still wished you could, go to hit. I'll say hit the pads. I don't know if that's a good phrase or not, but
Hit the mat.
Hit the mats. Okay, but soccer, you can go to a soccer field. I can go to a soccer field. Tennis, you can go to open, tennis. Basketball. Swimming's kind of different, but for wrestling, they don't really. I know Tanner had the shack where you guys could wrestle, but like now you don't have the shack. But my question is one of the reasons that you stopped is because you probably have to pay to go somewhere to do this, and that it's not easily accessible.
Exactly. It's not accessible necessarily unless I go to coach somewhere.
Yeah.
And like, it's not always the most accessible place for you. And yeah.
So do you think that's something that holds the sport back from growing? Is that it's not easily accessible?
I think a main step is just getting like more colleges. Once it spreads in college, it'll definitely have more like reason to grow.
Yeah,
for,
I
like,
got you.
A professional reason other than like just the Olympics or something like that, where you can't get. There's very limited people that go to the Olympics for wrestling.
Yeah, I got you.
So, but
have you ever thought about going to college and wrestling? Did you get any offers?
Until I realized, I think I was at the point where like I had a conflict. I had two different interests. I wanted to hang out with my friends and go party and all this.
Yep.
But like I also loved wrestling.
Uh-huh.
And what fucked me was like I wanted to do both, which like I don't regret it, but like I could have been better, but I kind of screwed myself. But like
I understand.
I kind of threw that away my last few years whenever I decided to go off.
I mean, I understand from a standpoint of like for soccer, I quit for 2 years, played tennis, came back. Most people didn't think I could make a college team, and I got offered to play in college. But at that point, for me, like when I play soccer now, it's like with friends or anything. It's it doesn't feel like a job. But I'm not saying this was how it was for you, how you felt about wrestling at the time. But for me, it kind of got to the point for soccer. For me, it became sort of like a job.
Yeah.
And so.
Exactly.
And I was gonna have to go away to Milligan, which is by ETSU, so like an hour and 30 minutes away. And also, I was distracted, just like you, where you said distracted with different things from, girls, narcotics, stuff like that. I was distracted by stuff too. So
yeah, I'd definitely say that wrestling is the exact same way, but I'd go probably further than just like it's a job. It's your life.
Yeah.
It like you do not get away from it. I'm at home starving myself.
It's just crazy.
I was eating healthy, just very little. But I was getting my intake.
Is that a secret? Is that a secret inside the wrestling realm?
Whoa.
Hey, we ain't talking about that on the episode here.
But just having to, you go home, you have to cut weight. You're running around your neighborhood, freaking doing
it's just crazy.
Everything, just trying to cut a few calories.
Gotcha.
Here and there, but it's definitely tough.
Okay, so if for right now, so my question is, so you're obviously good at wrestling. Tanner's off screen right now, so I'm pointing at Tanner. But you guys are both good at wrestling. Now, I know you have aspirations that you wish you could go play in college.
You don't play wrestling.
You don't
Whatever.
play. It's not a game.
Folks,
it's a way of life.
I don't listen. I don't know the terminology about this. This is why we're talking about this.
It's way of
So
life, guys.
it's the way of life of wrestling. So I know you want to go to do the way of life, or you want to wrestle. I feel like you still like wrestling a lot.
Yeah, I still love.
You love wrestling. Now
I would still want to be.
You still
involved,
want wrestling. Okay.
But I wouldn't necessarily say I would dream to be like a college wrestler.
Okay, that was my question essentially. If you guys would work together to make it to that dream of the wrestling, but since he says he probably wouldn't want to do that, you have coaching aspirations. It sounds like,
I'd
or
like
be
to coach,
be like
or be active at least.
Okay.
Somewhat in the sport.
Okay.
For sure.
Cool. Okay, got it. Same. We got the same for Tanner. If can you hear yourself?
We actually have.
I can hear.
Okay.
I was gonna say we actually have the opportunity to like do that together, like be like coaching together the same team.
Gotcha. Yeah. You
So
HVA?
That may be a huge possibility.
Yeah, at HVA.
You guys should open up your own business right here. I'm gonna give you guys opportunity right now.
Right now.
business.
A business.
Yes.
A wrestling.
Get the
business.
mats open. Hey. Just saying. All right, so, I mean, do you want to add anything else, Tanner, to this?
To
Or
the wrestling thing?
just, yeah, in general, like you want to talk about, you know, if you can reach anyone with this, not that we have much viewers, but, you know, give reasons why you think kids should do it, you know, or
Oh, definitely. I could go on.
it's
Do you
same
wanna
for you if you want
Do you
to.
want to switch seats, or do you have anything to say?
For if you
On
for
what?
for
On the-
for reasons people should think about wrestling.
Oh. I'd say if it's a good way to definitely, I don't want to say fat people, but if you're looking to get in shape, that's the sport for you.
Yeah,
Right there, I've seen one of the kids on my team, Nick. All right,
Oh, I was gonna say Riley.
Riley and Nick both.
Yeah.
Nick lost freaking 70 pounds.
70?
Yeah, he's down to like 280 or 180.
Holy shit.
he was almost heavyweight.
I think he's at 199.
Yeah.
I don't know if football coaches are just saying that way it's closer.
No, he was down there. He was really low. Like last time I saw him when we were moving stuff. But yeah, and whenever he came in, he was pretty hefty. He had some man titties that probably weighed 5 pounds each. Let's just say that.
I don't remember like the first couple practices with the new guys because when it like.
Well, you weren't there in the preseason.
Yeah, I was there. I was there for almost
last year.
Yeah, for this last season.
No,
I was
not
there
no. Well, yeah,
season.
you were this season.
But the thing
no,
is,
the year before.
Year before he was.
Oh no. Oh wait, I knew him. Then.
Because like
maybe it was the year before he was that short.
Because my thing is like I didn't really like notice the new guys. I focused on the guys that were there last year, and then tried to get to know the new guys, and then eventually I like. It's family. Everybody's family.
You
Gotcha.
finally learn who it is throughout the season.
Gotcha.
And stuff. But
anyways, to get anybody to wrestle.
Oh yeah.
So
For
the
sure.
weight loss.
If you want to get in shape, that's the way to go. And like even if like for sure for defense, like if you're getting picked on and stuff, boy, like if you nerd, I don't care. You can go out there and wrestle. I know a lot of nerds that wrestle.
Okay.
I'd say I'm kind of a nerd. Wait, there's a couple
Hey,
things.
Fortnite gang.
I'm a little nerdy, and so
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say you're not.
I solved Rubik's cubes all through high school.
Oh, good for you.
in
Solve
class,
the
so-
fucking Rubik's cube.
I think
I would class.
Hey, I got down to 20.
I
I
think
think
a
5 seconds, 30.
I mean,
I was sub 30.
I don't know if. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what your definition of a nerd is, but
I solved with my.
if I was to say in this room right now who a nerd is,
probably.
I'll probably say myself.
Yeah,
I
you.
think,
For
or
sure.
Tanner would challenge though.
Should I pull out my comic books?
I think they're more nerds than I am for sure.
Should I pull out my
You're-
comic
he's
books
definitely
and
a
my
nerd.
old WWE magazines?
Tanner's
right now?
for sure a nerd.
No, it's okay. We're pushing the time here. We gotta get these topics. But hey,
Alright.
comic book coming to the what's your channel again? The Tanner Henry channel. Comic book showing sometime.
What are you talking? Oh shit! Is that actually a thing? I'll do it.
Yeah, people shout there. There's this guy. I won't lie. I watch on this is sidetracking, but there's a guy on YouTube that I watched at just 11:35.
11:35.
That
Oh.
Let's trade.
I just watch. He does pack openings for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I watch that shit.
No.
Pack openings for Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
We got a lot more to cover.
Those shits are dope as hell. Yu-Gi-Oh card pack openings or
Dude.
Pokemon. Hey,
You know,
Yu-Gi-Oh's the shit.
Nathan Jansen.
No.
His cousins
I don't know who
loves
that is.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Andrew.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I know who
Um,
that is. The guy who lives across the street.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I'll fucking get I'll battle this guy in a Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll go buy some fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Hey, your words, not mine. Mine would be for trying to get people to wrestle is it tests you, like it really does. Like I've said, we
Mentally
played
and physically. Or?
mentally and
Okay,
physically.
okay.
It's the hardest sport I've ever done.
Okay.
Like hands down, hardest thing
Okay.
I've ever done. Like just getting past it mentally and being like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep doing it. And it's also the most addicting thing.
I would say the hardest sports are honestly not the team ones. I mean, but I'm gonna say the ones that I'm not saying that the team sports don't involve psychological,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like for tennis when I was out there by myself, like yeah, your coach may be on the side yelling stuff or like trying to say stuff,
But who's
it's
out
just
there?
you. It's
Yeah.
just you, and like that's some psychological. I've broken rackets because I couldn't handle it
And
at
see,
times.
that's the thing. Like, okay, if I'm in Ty's corner, right, and I'm coaching him, he knows what he needs to do.
Oh, yeah.
I can maybe see something from the outside and tell him, hey,
It's
this.
very rare,
And it's
though.
like, it has to be like a one-word thing. Because if I'm like, okay. If I'm like, okay, Granby, it's like, first off, if you're to the point where that was a bad example. Because if you're at the
That
point
was
where
a
you
one-
need
that was a
Granby.
one word.
It has to be a one word.
Exactly. It has to be a one word. It's like, okay, if
Scatter.
I'm in a scramble and I hear my coach say hips, I'm going to be like, okay, get my hips. And if they're like hips, blank, hips over what? Like, if I need to get my hips not over the hips or like keep like, okay, if I have his foot and my hips are over, where do
They
I
just gotta
like?
give you
And they say
a
head.
reminder.
Keep the head up over, or
You're
keep the foot
like-
over the head. I'm gonna keep his foot and bring it over the guy's head, and I'm gonna keep it there that way because he can't get his hips up over that foot to where he can get the high ground. Okay, so it's just like it's things like that.
Hey, Fortnite high
Exactly,
ground.
high hips always wins, unless your hips are high, which is this is
It's getting
It is-
complicated.
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
if you're a wrestler, you know, but.
It's like sometimes you don't wear your hips too high.
It's like in a scramble, high hips wins. But if
Yeah.
you're on top and your hips are high, you're
Then
gonna
you go
lose.
over their head.
But again, that's for it's for advanced wrestlers. But it's like you gotta keep it short, simple, because then you're gonna know. Now, if it's a fight and you're in a fight, you can yell out combos. You can yell out different things. It's like it's
Yeah.
different. But if I'm in a wrestling match, I need to hear a one word thing like, okay, remind me to do this.
Yeah.
Because like me and him, we know what we need to do. It's just little reminders that it's okay. I can't see behind me. I have his, if I'm in a weird position, I have his hand or his wrist or whatever. And somebody's like, okay, this. Then I'm going to think and I'm not going to look. I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
But anyways, we've done a lot about wrestling. It's my favorite sport ever. There's a couple more. We're going to get a little goofy. We're off wrestling now. And I keep wanting to write names for certain things. The last big thing I wanted to get to is, and Ty, this goes to you too. And I kind of hope Dad's watching this right now. Because I want to say, either of you, is the Ty cam on?
My game's on.
Good. We need to get you a mic.
Wait, is the tie cam something that sits in the corner?
You'll see it. You'll see
Okay.
it at the end of it. It's
No,
like right here.
I did have
He
it.
It's
threw
in the
it that
middle.
corner,
It's in the middle?
But it's right here.
I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
it should be right by you because that's where I'm sitting. Right by you.
No, it would make sense because that would block my view.
That's
so
what I'm saying, yeah.
middle makes
Look
most
at his
sense.
biceps, though. Those need to be shown off, dude. Bow.
Folks, I'm in the gym.
Pow.
Look at them guns.
Hey,
The gym.
don't stare, dude. You might lose vision. Okay. Have you noticed yourself, you too,
I know.
becoming your father?
No.
Really?
Straight out.
What about your mother?
Dad
Straight
is
out now.
actually calling as we speak.
Answer. We gotta listen to Dad. Put him on speaker.
Hey, Dad, what's up? You watching?
I think this guy butt
I
called.
think he butt dialed.
Dialed.
Dad, did you butt dial me? Hey, Dad. Are you watching the stream?
I was earlier, but yeah, I did just pushing buttons.
Hey, tell
You're actually
you.
you're on the stream right now.
He might want to stream into this.
What was I supposed to get?
Your shout out for the chair.
My shout out.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, we
right.
shouted you out.
Did I? All right. Oh, man.
Yo, we gotta get it where if people actually call
we
in,
need to
we
get
can
call-ins.
Yeah.
Hey, tell him to tune into this.
Hey, tune in. I'll call you back after. All right.
Tell him we're actually talking about him right now.
We're talking about you right now.
Okay. So.
Okay.
So I don't think so. I don't think I'm really like my mom at all. If I was like my dad, it'd be in the way I think, and probably my patience at times. But
Okay.
other than that, it probably wouldn't be. I wouldn't think of anything. But the way I think me and him think alike in a lot of things. But I mean, what do you actually mean by this? I'm kinda,
Okay.
It's kind of confusing.
So you look at your dad or your mom.
As a figurehead,
Yeah, you look at
idol, something, yeah.
I was gonna say, and it's not so much that. It's more of like, okay, I can relate to my dad a little bit more since I am a male, and there's a little bit more feelings in there.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I'll find okay, day-to-day things. You'll look at things, and when I was younger, I would look at my dad and be like, well, that shit's stupid. Like, why are you doing that? It's gonna break. It's gonna break. He's like, no, we're just gonna do this, you know. Oh, well, what do you know? It fucking breaks. And it's like, I find myself doing things like that. Okay, like to the point where it's like, no, I can fix it myself. I'll fix it myself. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. And I'll try and do I'll try and do something, and then what do you know? I fuck it up. Like I break the whole damn thing, and it's like, well, you know what? That's the cost of what it is. Like when we were very young, he just put a new, what the hell was it called? On the back of his four-wheeler, the little rod. You know what I'm talking about, right?
The little rod.
No. It's on the back. It's like the tail end of the four-wheeler.
Oh, it's called the
I literally.
It's a tow.
Yeah.
It's
tow
for
truck.
Towing stuff. It's for
Towing stuff, but it's
like
like it's also for looks. It's they just put their foot there to pop wheelies, pretty much.
It literally, you can
Because spikes?
stand
no,
up on it. And go,
because
wow.
literally you're not towing anything with. You're gonna tow something, anyways. So we're up at Windrock one time, and I remember he just put that on. He just put some money into this four wheeler, and we're going across these rocks, and he gets it back, and the thing fucking bent all the way up, and one side actually broke up, and it was metal.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at him, I was like, Dad, oh my God. I'm thinking he's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be heated. I'm like, oh fuck. And he looks at me, and goes, hey, sometimes you gotta pay the game to play the game. And I find myself like, to this day, I still have that same fucking mentality with this podcast. Hey, sometimes you got to pay the game to play the game. It's just a fucking money pit. I mean, I get that's what, for hobbies, that's what you do. But it's just weird little shit like that
I mean,
that
I think
found
anything
myself.
you gotta invest. You gotta put. If you don't put the
Right.
money into something, then you're not gonna get anything
Right.
out. Same thing with stocks
Here's
and everything.
here's another thing, okay? So my dad, have you been to his bar before?
Yeah, me and Chaz and you spent the
Yeah.
night one time. Yeah.
So he has these neon lights and all kinds of stuff. He collects things, and it's like, say he has something, like he bought something. He's done this numerous times. He bought this one little piece for, say, his car, just for inches. He buys
I
this
got
one
something.
piece, and then what do you know? Shit, next week, he finds a better deal on that same piece for the car. So what does he do? He's like, well, shit. But then he goes and he buys that piece. He doesn't know, like, shit, it's a better deal, even though this one works fine. He buys that piece. So guess what? He has a backup. Well, I've been finding myself doing the same fucking shit.
I actually have something now that I just realized.
Can I tell another story about that?
Yeah. But I was going to say, all right, so you know how I had my rollerblade kick?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a nice pair of rollerblades, all's fine and well, but I go to this Goodwill, and I see another pair of sweet rollerblades.
You bought some fucking rollerblades again.
Some sweet rollerblades for $20, and it's a pair of K2s, some street rollerblades. These things are smooth. Well, I can't pass up on them,
Where
You
are
just
they?
bought another pair of rollerblades.
so you buy the other pair of rollerblades.
Okay.
I hope they're sitting around. I want to see them.
I was gonna give them to you, but it's one of those things. It's like, shit. It's almost a hoarding thing, and it's like for years I'm like, damn, you could just get rid of stuff, but it's like now I know why he gets the stuff that he gets, because I find myself doing the same shit. But Ty has another thing about that too.
Oh, okay. So my dad's been trying to get a bobcat for years.
Years
Years and years.
This-
So he finally gets one. Finds a great deal. Not really, but like he got a deal for about. I think
Dad's
it was
watching
9K
that.
for this
hope he is.
pretty. It was a piece of shit at the time. Let's just say that. It was New Holland L1, I think, or something like that. And so piece of shit. Fixes up, paints it up, and it looks brand new. So he gets one bucket for it, a new bucket. He's like, oh yeah, I got a new bucket. He hears about an auction. So he goes down to this, it's like a farmer's market for like auctions, and it's like a bunch of like heavy machinery and equipment.
Farm stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just all sorts of shit. It was just like heavy machinery and like equipment. So like basically farm shit, I guess. But he goes there and like, he sees like some forks. He's like, oh, I could get forks for my forklift, and it'll be for my
For Bobcat.
my Bobcat. And so he gets one pair of forks, He's like, oh, there's a bucket. I get another bucket. He's like, oh, it's pretty cheap, you know. He's like, okay, for that. So he gets another bucket, and he sees another pair of forks, and he's like, damn, this one's even cheaper than the last one. Other one he got for like $300. He's like, hell yeah. And then this one he's like, shit, I got $150 for these. And so dude has 3 pairs of forks. He has a big 2 buckets. He has this thing that like he's never even used it. It was $500 for this attachment that clamps trees and saws them.
I mean, you can't pass up on deals.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I find myself doing that more often.
He has like 3 other buckets that he has a stump remover that's like this, and like he has about 12 different types of buckets just laying in his yard that he's probably used.
Hey.
You should come over sometime to
Hey.
his house.
I'll
That's where I was
check it
saying we should go camping.
The
Truckload of those.
now that you guys said this, I think I have one thing that I've learned from my dad, and it's about what we have. Like, so I've watched my dad use like certain things for certain tasks.
Yeah.
So I mean, most of it's like for instance, like he has certain notebooks to write certain things down, or he has certain pens to write certain stuff down, or certain highlighters and stuff. So like for instance, he had these certain highlighters that weren't your normal like round ones. They're like more thin. Well, I went and bought those because I saw him using them. Okay.
And now you know why.
Yeah. Okay. He was using these to take notes on. Well, I went out and bought some. Okay.
Yeah.
He used a composition notebook to write notes
I thought
in.
you were about to say he used a certain brand of condom.
No.
I went out and bought those.
No. Hell no.
I love
Hell
those
no.
condoms.
I love those condoms now.
Yeah, but he bought. So I bought one too. The same exact composition
"Damn."
notebook. So I get like my ideas for like pens or like technology or stuff like that. I'll go buy the exact same thing basically that he was using because he uses it. I'll go
Yeah.
buy the exact same thing.
Yeah. Are you good? Did your shit go numb?
Cramping.
Oh, damn. He needs water and a banana.
I need potassium.
But it's weird. And it's like the weird, it's like the older I get, the more I find myself like, okay, I'll do stupid shit like what is it? Like if I'm, messing with something, say, I'm like, oh shit, I'm trying to get this put back on, or something like that, or I'm trying to work on something, and I'm like, well, fuck, and then I'll force it, and then I'll break it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad did that stuff, But he's also been a big proponent of telling me, don't force it, as of, recent years. But another thing I want to say is my grandfather, he's getting to the point to where, like, he's acting like a grandfather. Like, he's acting like an old man, where it's like, well, don't tell me that. And, like, just weird stuff like that. Like,
So now you're saying the phrase "Don't tell me that."
No, not. I'm just. It's more of like how he words things. It's like if he's like he's more like, listen, he's a very happy man. He's a very lovely person. I love him to death. He's one of the nicest guys ever. But like when he gets like, he's starting into like a grumpy-ish old man to where like his driving, like he'll be driving down the road and maybe he's slower, and so somebody will cut him off, and he'll be like, oh, can you believe this? Like, he won't say the word asshole, but I'm just saying, God, can you believe that guy? Like, come on, just things like that. And like slowly I'm noticing like, oh man, he's getting older. And I mean, like, he still looks like he's in great shape. I mean, he is. But like, it's just little old people things like that. That's kind of funny.
Got you.
I don't know. That's one of the, and I have more like things to pull from later on. But the last thing, and then we'll wrap it up. I don't know where we're at for time, but
Probably like 2 hours. Honestly, we're approaching
fucking
it.
for real, I'm hoping we are. All right, and I want.
Like 8 minutes.
All right, we're about to finish up. Okay. If you could fight any celebrity
And win.
and win, yeah. And you think you can win? That's what I'm saying. You think you can win confidently? Who would it be? This goes to you too.
Who are you have 3 right now?
I've got 3. Yeah.
All right, name 3.
Oh, I have to do 3.
Coming in at the 3rd spot would be Ryan Seacrest. I'm pretty sure I could beat the fuck out of him. I think it's just I just always see him smiling. I don't want to see that anymore.
Fuck, dude, dude's choosing Ryan Seacrest.
It's like, okay, we're talking about hosts of what the fuck? He used to be
Host of American Idol.
yeah, he used to be that guy.
You used to
Who
hear
is-
him on Star
who is it now?
102.1. It's Ryan Seacrest, America's Top 40.
Yeah, it's like, dude, hey, come on, man, chill. But I would beat him because I'm pretty sure I could beat him in a fight. I don't know how tall he is.
I mean, he's pretty tall, but I mean, he's
Yeah.
not athletic.
You get what I'm saying? Coming in at the number 2 spot would more be like it's Sylvester Stallone. Okay, because here's the thing. Like, I want to say like
he's old.
No. Well, I think I could beat him because he's old. Yeah, now. Like maybe prime.
Are you talking prime Stallone?
I don't think. I think that'd be like. I'd definitely have to wrestle him then, and I think I might be able to beat him then.
Okay.
But I'm talking
Hot take?
Sylvester. I think I could beat him in his prime. I just wrestle the fuck out of him. We're both 24, 25 years old.
Are we trying to?
I beat him in a fight wresling.
Is this supposed to be people that I want to like?
That
You
you
wanna
want to,
fight that
and then
you
you
think
and then
you
you
can
have
win.
confidence that you can beat.
I
And then
have them. I have.
okay, Sylvester Stallone, because like I want to be like I beat the fuck out of Rocky.
Yeah.
I beat the fuck out of Rocky. Okay, I made him look like he was laying underneath Khabib Nurmagomedov. I would lay on him and punch him in his face.
I just want to make a note.
And
I want to make
now-
a note real quick that you called him Khabib. We called him
Habib.
Habib.
I
No,
said
it's
Habib.
Khabib. It's Khabib.
it's Habib.
No, it's Khabib.
It's Habib.
It's Khabib.
It's Habib.
I literally heard that Devin Fry or whatever his name is,
Who?
Fabrier or whatever.
Uriah Faber?
Yeah, or the blonde guy sending you the video. If he was literally calling
It's
him
Habib.
Khabib.
It's
He was literally
Habib.
calling him Khabib.
I'm telling you how it's pronounced. It's Habib.
We gotta
Um,
look this up.
Look it up. It's Habib. I promise. Okay, now my number 1, and I got into this with Charlie from work because he thinks, oh my God, this guy's an athlete. But I know I could beat the fuck out of him. Tom Cruise. I could beat the shit out of Tom Cruise.
Let me tell you, is in some. Have you seen this guy? This guy has some
Oh
training,
yeah,
man.
that's cool, man.
This guy has some
That's
training.
cool, man. Is he a wrestler? Is he a boxer? Is he a kickboxer? BJJ? What? None of that. He can do cool stunts, man. Oh, he twists his ankle. Oh, that's cool, man. I'll twist his fucking ankle. I'm just saying, hey, I got respect for all 3 of these guys on this list. But these are guys that I would want to fight, make money. Because hey, all right. I guarantee all 3 of us would pay if there was a card that had Tom Cruise, Sylvester Stallone, and Ryan Seacrest all fighting different people on a
we'd
card.
pay for it,
We
yeah.
would pay for it and watch it. Okay, so I know I'd be making some of that money. I'd get a little bit of fame.
Yeah.
So definitely, I beat the fuck out of Tom Cruise. And another thing, I think it'd be all 3 of them in the same night. I'd want Sylvester Stallone first.
All
And
right.
then I would take Ryan Seacrest and then Tom
I mean,
Cruise.
Ryan
That's
Seacrest
how
doesn't have a
much
snooze
I
fight.
think I would beat Tom Cruise in a fight. Is I would take Sylvester Stallone first, Ryan Seacrest, and then Tom Cruise.
All right, that's good. All right.
That's my.
You know,
I want to add a couple more names to this list.
I have a.
I love all 3 of them, by the way.
My list would be different just because, like, this, I would want to fight people that, like, I really despise and I think are just straight pussies.
That's
Here-
different.
All right, I'm gonna start my list real quick. All right, number 1.
First off, I want to know why you're making this list. Is it for like people you hate? Because these aren't people I hate.
I'm just making a list.
Okay, got you.
Controversial list. First one, Jake Paul.
I thought you were gonna say Prince Harry.
Dude, I think Jake. Hey,
I think I sleep Jake Paul.
I think Jake Paul beats your ass, dude.
I don't think he does.
I think
Have
he
you
does.
se- he-
Jake Paul was a
Jake Paul
wrestler.
beats your ass.
Jake Paul
That's
beats your
Logan
ass.
Paul.
No,
dog.
No, they were both
That's
wrestlers
Logan
in
Paul.
Ohio.
10-0.
Jake Paul.
10-0. Your ass
Jake
is
Paul.
whooped by
Jake Paul.
No, dude,
Have you
Jake
seen
Paul
the-
and Logan
Jake
Paul both
Paul.
wrestled in high
Have
school,
you seen
dude.
the video of Jake Paul fighting? He literally posted a
Have you
fake
ever
video
wrestled?
of him knocking
Treece.
somebody out.
I don't have to watch
Treece,
that.
I'm just saying.
Dude,
It doesn't
it's
matter.
dangerous.
This is a
First
fight.
off, they're both bigger than you,
He's way
and they
bigger.
both wrestled.
Jake Paul. I'm throwing him down.
Okay.
All right, throw it down.
Maybe in a boxing match, but we're talking a fight.
No, I think he
This is a fight. Yeah, anything goes in a fight.
Besides, we're talking
Anything
MMA.
goes in a fight.
MMA.
Okay, anything.
Yeah, it's-
So we're
Jake
going
Paul
MMA.
beats
So
your
this
ass,
isn't
dude.
this isn't street
Yeah,
fighting.
it's
Next
MMA.
time
It's
you-
gotta be. It's gotta be
I'm
sanctioned.
still taking myself. I think he loses the Deji dude. Honestly,
Who? Who the fuck is that?
What's your
KSI's brother. I think he
Is
loses
that really
to.
okay?
Huh?
What's your number 2?
Number 2.
This motherfucker.
Y'all about to freak the fuck out, man.
Alright, go.
John Jones, number 2.
Shit, no, you're not.
Swear to
John Jones
God.
would beat the fucking shit out
John
of you.
Jones, and
Hey,
then
hey,
and
you
number
might want to
one-
beat
number
him.
one,
You might
Conor
wanna
McGregor. Number
okay,
one.
okay. This guy,
All
no,
right,
this guy's trying to
we're
get his
making
ass
some
beat.
controversial stuff.
No, but
I
you don't,
think
you don't
this is-
honestly
let-
believe
let-
you win
let me-
against them.
hear me
You
out
don't
on this.
honestly believe you win against either of them.
I think
John
depending-
Jones is 6'4",
Listen,
4, dude.
hear me out on this.
He
Hear me
walks
out.
around
Hear
at
me out. Hear me out.
250, dude.
Hear me out on this.
He is a
You haven't.
specimen.
Hear me out on this.
Insane.
I'm gonna get.
He's
I'm
the
gonna
baddest
loophole
dude on
this.
this planet.
Hear me out on this. You haven't put a time frame on this fight. You haven't told me when we got to fight. Now, in my personal opinion of myself,
Talking a day, dude.
no,
No. It's got to be sanctioned. I said MMA fight.
I know, but
he beats
you,
the
but
fuck
you
out of
didn't-
you. He's
But
the
you didn't
baddest dude
put.
on the
No, what
planet.
I'm saying is you haven't put a date on this as of right now when I made this
Tomorrow.
list. No, now you said tomorrow, but we have not had a time frame.
Well, now he's.
I'm talking about with confidence. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about with confidence.
Hold on.
I think tomorrow I don't have to train. I beat the shit out of all 3 of my list. Tom
Hold on.
Cruise, Sylvester Stallone, Ryan Seacrest. I beat all of them tomorrow.
Well, this is my
Without
logic
training.
behind this. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying, but you haven't put a time frame on this. So
Tomorrow.
okay, now you've put a time frame on it. So I'm gonna go on the basis that we hadn't had a time frame on this. Now I'm saying all these guys are in prime when I fight them. Okay, but for my hold on.
Listen to it. You can't.
But I think
you
I
can't
beat them. If I trained,
No.
I think I win.
No.
Just because of my
No.
opinion, I think I do.
You don't, though.
I'm thinking I'm
You
winning.
don't.
I'm commending you on that just because that shows great confidence and.
Hey, you guys can hate on it.
Confidence or delusion?
Well, it's,
I'm just saying,
It's
those are
confidence.
2 of the greatest mixed martial artists and fighters of all time.
I'll let him walk in there. I'll let my best friend walk in there.
But
and
guess-
get his ass whooped just so that he.
I think I can
knows
win.
What would
I don't think you can win.
I think I could.
I don't think you can win.
How tall is Conor McGregor?
Conor
He's
McGregor
taller than you. He's
has
almost
to-
6. I
I'm
think he's
almost
5
6.
I think he's 5'11".
I don't.
I'm
5'10"
5'11".
or
I'm like
5'11".
5'11" too.
But guess what? He walks around at
Along with John
170.
Jones. But-
And
I walk at
that's-
160
First
now.
off, weight and fucking height doesn't mean shit with this right now. We're talking about technique, dude.
But I'm saying, if I train,
Conor
I
McGregor
think I
won
can
rounds
win.
in boxing against the greatest boxer of all time.
Okay. Floyd Mayweather's like 40 at this point.
We're not winning shit against Floyd, though.
I mean, you can say. I'm saying.
Actually-
I'm
actually,
lasting
that-
rounds, dog.
Actually, that's a hot. I could have had. Damn it! I don't know why. I
Okay,
didn't
so
think-
now he's okay. But so you're saying you could beat Floyd in a fight 1-on-1, but
if I wrestled him, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
okay,
I don't.
I think
that he
then
has
that's a hot
to-
take. I think Floyd sleeps you. If you get in MMA, I think he's too quick and he sleeps you.
I don't think so,
I
dude.
think I go.
I don't think so.
straight
I
for the legs.
literally just take a shot.
And
Okay, but you're saying we're basing this. So you're doing
His shots,
MMA.
he's not
only.
gonna take my. He's not gonna take my uppercut. Or he's not gonna uppercut me when I'm shooting at him. Like he's gotta get fucking low.
I think if you're gonna fight Floyd, you have to fight him in boxing because that's his sport.
That's not fair because he's not the best fighter of all time. He's the best boxer.
But but I mean, like,
I'm talking about a fight, not a boxing match.
okay, so we're talking a street fight.
We're talking about MMA. It's a fight.
All right, well, I'm standing by my choices.
All right.
The sheer fact that
Okay, stand by them, but you're not winning. You're maybe winning one, and it's only because you said the other 2 that I believe you're winning the one. What are your picks? And then we'll head out.
Oh yeah, I gotta put Ty Cam back on.
Ty Cam.
Ty Cam's back on. All right, top pick. Definitely Justin Bieber, and this is purely on
I
the thing
knew it.
that people I can't stand. Like I don't know, they're douchebags, and they shouldn't. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
dude, I think Justin Bieber trains now
I
though,
think
doesn't
Justin
he?
Bieber gets his. I want to fight. I want to fucking beat his ass.
Does Justin Bieber train now? Or
2 other
does he
people.
not?
No,
This
it doesn't
is
matter
a
if he does or
shout-out
not.
at Justin Bieber, and I think he's just a classic manho, you know. And he's out there. I mean,
So you're jealous of him getting
I've kind of
pussy
got
out here.
I've got respect.
I
for the
respect
guy.
what he's doing out here.
Hey, his music's not bad either.
yeah, like
Hey, if we're talking about
Success.
if we're talking about baby Justin Bieber, yeah, I would want to fight him.
that's. Like,
But why? We'll fight him. That's what's
But we're
funny.
talking about where are you now? Nah,
You can't hate
I
on Justin
hate on
Bieber
that.
now. I mean, you couldn't really even hate on him back then. You could dislike
Yeah,
him.
once
but
he
like
put-
for his
once-
hustle
yeah.
out there on YouTube.
Once
come
he
on.
pulled Selena Gomez, it's like, damn, dude, I can't be mad
and
at
then
that.
and then he gets then he's he's got Haley Baldwin now. I mean, come on. I mean, the guy.
Should have stuck with Selena.
All right, who's your second here, Ty?
All right, for my second one, this is only purely for the fact because like everybody think like in high school they would say like I was James Franco. I was just like I think this one would be fun just to fight James
Dude,
Franco.
first off, that wouldn't be fair. I think Ty beats the fuck out of
know.
James Franco.
That's not fair.
James Franco's a
but
nice guy.
Yeah, these are both nice.
So do you
I'm
not
saying-
like these guys or what?
No, we're not, because I like all 3 of my guys.
there's different.
It's
ways
just
I wanna
people
fight
that's
these
like,
people.
oh.
I want to go Pineapple Express on this bitch. Me and him get high. We're like getting lit.
What the
and
fuck?
then we're like,
So you just
yo,
wanna party
we
with James
become best
Franco.
friends, and then we're like, yo, you want to fight each other? Like
This sounds
how
like the
best
script for
friends
that.
do.
What's that
And
second
then
movie?
I want to throw down with them.
You know that
Like,
movie?
that's
What
how
is
I
it?
wanna
What's that
throw
movie?
down.
Neighbors. It sounds like Neighbors 2, man.
No, I like it.
James
No,
Franco
that's-
versus
I-
Zac
I
Efron.
don't
That's
care
what happened in
you
that
say.
movie.
Dave Franco's in
And
that
then
movie.
I'd
Oh,
say-
Dave, is it Dave Franco?
It's
Okay.
Dave.
No, James.
Dave, I know, but
Yeah,
Dave
we're
is in
I was talking about
Neighbors.
something else.
Oh.
Okay, who's your third one?
Third.
I'm trying to think of his name. Oh wait, hold on. I'll Fuck, it's Jack.
Black?
No. Wow. Oh, he's so cool though.
Yeah, who would want
I
to be
would not
Jack
wanna,
Knight?
he's Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman.
That's actually like that's the most like close. Like I don't know. He's first off he's tall. He's jacked.
And he's huge. Like,
He's also from Australia.
I think Ty wins. I mean, that goes back to the Tom Cruise thing. They don't really know how to fight.
No, it's.
I think
he's
it's
still
like
a big dude, and like his muscles are twice as big as they're probably as big as my face, bro.
He's juiced, dude. That's one of the closest ones that I'm like, I don't know. You know, it's like, yeah, I think it'd be a good fight though. It'd be fun.
On my picks, I just wanted to.
But good for you. Good for you.
Good picks.
Dude, I think we should have a list of like plausible. So Jake Paul would be on there as plausible.
I'm plausible. I'm still putting those
Jake
two on
Paul's
my.
plausible,
I think they're
and
plausible.
he has two indefinite. Like,
I have two plausibles.
I
I
say-
think all three are plausible.
Hot take. I think Floyd is plausible for me and him. I told Josh this
I don't
year.
think Floyd is
I
plausible.
told Josh, no, ankle pick the fuck out of him.
I think it's
Ankle
I
pick,
guarantee
literally
you,
dive
if I
at his
grab
ankle.
leg,
He
I can
can't do
break his
shit.
Okay,
leg with
but
my
you guys
hand.
are putting Floyd in a
On
sport
top.
that both of you guys are better at, and both are wrestling. If you
Hey.
went into his sport,
We're
you're
not-
not
no,
winning.
it's not a
I
sport,
say
we're
if
still
I walk
fighting.
in and try and box him today,
No, it's
he
just-
sleeps me in 5 seconds.
Yeah, boxing, we're fucked.
Yeah,
I'm
but you're
done.
saying you're
MMA.
putting your advantage to yourself already in MMA because he doesn't know how to wrestle.
Exactly.
He
But
has
MMA is a
both.
fight, though.
There's both.
I mean, boxing's a fight. I mean, it has
No,
boxing
it's
on the
not.
title,
It's
but
boxing.
It's a fight, though.
I'm not going to call wrestling a fight.
It's a
Wrestling is a
sanctioned
part
fight.
of
But there's
MMA.
still- most
Boxing
people-
is a part of MMA.
Most people.
I choose to wrestle him. He can box me in MMA, but guess what?
Most
I'm diving
boxers-
for his foot. I'm putting him on the ground.
Okay, so when you say, "Hey," so are you gonna
That
say,
determines
"Are you
who's
watching the
better.
boxing match?" Most people say, "Hey, are you watching the fight later? Are you watching the Floyd fight?" Like most people say, "Fight," not box. Hey, are you watching the Floyd boxing match? It's the Floyd fight.
Yeah,
Or
you're right.
so I mean,
You're right on that.
It's a sanctioned fight.
But
It's like, I guess MMA is
It
sanctioned.
doesn't allow you to use what, like 85% of your body?
but I still say you're favoring y'all side for the wrestling thing. It wouldn't be fair for Floyd. So like, yeah, you would have the advantage, but if you went,
In a street fight, Jordan Burroughs would beat the shit out of Floyd Mayweather. That's another thing. Jordan Burroughs is one of the greatest wrestlers of like all time right now. He's
yeah,
up
because
there right now.
because he's more. Of course, he's. Gonna
But it's
win
also
that,
in a
because-
fight where Floyd can use all the boxing he wants, but guess who's going to dive for the ankle and then punch the person? The wrestler. They have the choice to take the person down and beat them on the ground. The boxer has to keep it here. The wrestler can bring it on the ground or keep it standing.
Okay, but okay, so you're okay. So I'll
That's
give-
why Khabib is fucking 26-0.
versus nobodies essentially.
No, he's not. It's not versus nobodies.
you've
Michael
seen-
Johnson was pretty fucking good. Ali
I
Quinta
would
is
say it's
pretty
versus
fucking good. They're
nobodies.
top 10 fighters. They're really good fighters, okay? And he just destroys them. He lays on them and beats the shit out of them. I'm missing a couple top fighters, but that's
But I'm saying, of course,
wrestling
you can
is
say,
the pillar of fighting.
Of course, you can say that's going to favor. Okay, so you can say Jordan Burroughs is going to beat Floyd in a straight up fight. Okay, that's fine because he's going to be having a favored advantage. But if you put someone in their own environment, they're going to lose. Like if you put yourself versus Floyd in a box match, you're losing. Which
Exactly.
is still a fight technically.
And if it's in a wrestling match, I win. And if it's in a fight, that's middle ground.
I still think you shoot him, but I still think Floyd it's too quick. And if he is training for MMA now,
He said his fucking wrestling. No, that's a topic for another time. He's got to get out. I think we should put a list of plausible. Just a whole list of plausible
Sean
people. that
Jones
we
and
can beat.
McGregor going down
never,
on it.
Never ever.
We can talk about that.
But anyways, Ty, put the. I don't know if your name's on there, but where can people reach you at? If not, is it up there? Thanks for watching, and then I'll
It's
touch.
right there. They're all up there.
That is nice.
Sounds good.
That is nice.
I don't know if I'm up there. Oh, I am right in between y'all's names.
All right. Again, we want Brendan to get well. We'll have him on the podcast again soon, along with Levi, who y'all don't know, but you can check out my channel, Tanner Henry, and then the Knox Villains with Ty, Mikey, Brendan. I don't think Treece is on
Special
there. But he's
guest
supposed to be
Treece
on
once in
there.
a while, if
Um,
ever.
We got this special guest.
Anything you wanna
Special
shout out
guest
before
will
we go?
go, like, in the corner,
Uh,
wherever.
I don't think so. Thanks for watching, though. If you did watch or have you at any time, appreciate it. And please leave feedback in the comments on any of the topics so we can respond to you.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Thank you for watching. Love you very much, and good night.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow if on Twitch.